Hello everyone, welcome back to Castle Mac presents Princes of the Apocalypse. Well, where last we left our heroes, they had a showdown with a shadow dragon that they narrowly escaped.
I narrowly escaped.
They
did fine.
They actually, yeah.
They were fine.
They did alright. You, not so much.
We had already moved on.
Good luck!
I'm sorry I didn't dimension door you out, but he's my best friend. Broderick's best friend.
Uh-huh. Is this in character?
Yes, 100%.
Well,
Waiting for that wink.
you heard that it wasn't the end from the Dark Lady, but we'll see if that comes up again. You, the heroes, are faced now with a choice. You guys have, at least the entrances to all of the keeps will lead to the same, the corresponding cult underneath. But y'all will have to tell me where you want to go, what you think the best course of action will be.
I know. I want to go.
Up your butt around the corner.
Lydia, I'm trying to do a D&D thing here. Just this once.
You can't even keep a straight face.
Just this once. Let me
up your butt
reference
around the
a
corner,
location. Let me reference a location, the location of an object, without feeling like my butt has to be exposed.
No, stop putting things there.
I don't know where I was going with it. No, I think Broderick would want to go back through the entrance they've already gone through.
I think
rather
that's what we
than
had talked about.
yeah, because I imagine, overland down into the depths. It's just a shorter path of travel, really.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Ain't no dwarf city going to be the same distance as this temple all the way to that temple. Those are days apart.
Yeah, you guys got that it, even from the way you traveled, that it probably kind of comes down and
Right.
connects. And you know that it is an entire city that they just kind of cordoned off, like basically cut it into quarters, and each took over
Right.
a different aspect of the city.
So I think he would want to go there. I don't know that he necessarily has a preference as to which cult we would tackle next.
I think just the first one we come to.
That's kind of where my
I mean,
head is, too.
Adara is on the warpath. She's hunting for what she wants,
Yeah.
but I think she also needs a little practice.
Yeah.
I think that dealing with the heads of the cult and the things that are hanging out with them, like genies, I think I'm ready for, but I actually,
Mm-hmm. I mean, that genie fight went totally fine.
Yeah, you guys.
for
made it
you
out.
guys.
Yeah, that's kind of our thing, huh? The Shadow Dragon fight was fine for us.
Totally fine. Definitely didn't run.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Where are we right now? Did we make it back to Red Larch?
Is that what you were trying to do?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I had the sending
We had all of
scroll.
our stuff there.
No,
Well,
you guys.
because we went out to deal with the
that's
Shadow
right.
Dragon.
Yeah, you guys were closest to the fire keep.
Mhm.
What was the kind of tower that was burned?
That windmill.
But you know that to get basically back to either Red Larch or that temple, you could just go directly there. It would be 2 days from the moment you left.
I thought it was like a couple hours because we had the hippogriff and the horse with the zipper.
It's all the way.
Oh, okay.
It was
Gotcha.
far north. That's why you guys deliberated on if
Gotcha.
you wanted to do it.
Gotcha. The first thing Broderick would do once they'd recovered was use the sending scroll to just, and I think he would keep it really short, send it back to Leos and just be like, Shadow Dragon. Because he was just asking what was there, right?
Yeah, I mean, to deal with it if it seemed to be a problem, but the biggest thing is he didn't know.
Yeah,
So-
I think it would be Shadow Dragon, not dealt with. Stop.
He was he's from the Harpers, right?
Yep.
And they mainly just want to gather knowledge, not necessarily
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's mostly, I mean, what he said.
Mhm.
That he didn't know it's a problem,
Mm-hmm.
but, he responds. He sends you back the same. Understood. Thank you. You guys will have to camp one night, though. But that's it.
Heading back to Feathergale.
If that's what you want to do. If you want to go to...
We can figure that out in character.
Yeah, please. I would... You guys have...
Around the campfire, I think we would probably be at least heading in the direction. Probably.
Of what?
Everything. If
Yeah.
we're really far north.
You would get... On your first night of camp, you'd be probably right in the middle of wherever you wanted to go.
Okay. I'm not super familiar with the geography because this is my 4th game here.
I'm not
Yes.
super familiar with the geography because I'm stupid.
I am.
Well, that's true.
Because I
I'm
know
sorry.
more about the Sword
You
Coast
said
than
it.
I know about world geography.
The Sword Coast.
I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, Neverwinter is just, it's a little ways north of Waterdeep, and then you got Baldur's Gate. Like, can
Where's
you tell me
that?
where Belarus is?
Where's our compass?
Nope.
How am I supposed to know where I am?
It's right here.
Where's the
There's
Devon
no
Road?
map. Babe, I got the Devon Route. What are we talking about? I got the minis.
Keep spinning it, because you don't know.
Yep.
Okay. Would you guys have... you've taken off with him, or are you riding on the Hippogriff? Who are you riding with?
I mean, I want to ride on the Hippogriff.
Who wouldn't? Honestly.
So you
And he
have...
doesn't even know how to care for his horse's shoes, so I don't really want to.
He's like, oh, it's been a long day. Let's take those shoes off. Give your feet a rest.
I guess.
That's how that
So
works.
you two have flown over. You have your Zephyr shoes, so your horse just a foot above, just. And you scout out what looks like a fairly isolated, but you're in the valley, so you know that you've made it through before you had the Hippogriff. With the help of Roddy Bramblebee, the ranger seemed to keep you out of danger, but you...
Nice.
I like that.
Thanks. I didn't intend to do it.
Now it's a thing.
Okay. I guess we'll just go sleep in the manger.
Let me go get something.
I just quit.
Yeah, so you guys have set camp. I mean, it's evening. I mean, it took you the day to get there, but the sun is starting to set now. You've made your camp.
Broderick would be poking at the fire. Just.
Too many nights around a campfire, you know. What about you, Adara? A little different for you, I suppose.
Being around the fire.
Campfire, specifically.
I guess. I've traveled.
What about you, Stalwart? Before all this? Campfires?
Not much other than travel. Plenty of campfires.
Where are you from?
Well,
You can be really from anywhere on the Sword Coast if you want to be far from where they're from. You could be far from the south if you wanted to. Like, farther from the south, maybe even around Baldur's Gate would be further south from this.
As the green fields might make sense down there, because you were in like a little farming town, right? Before everything went down.
And how did you become an acolyte of Tempest?
well, an unusual route, I suppose. I was the unwilling companion of a man who did various deeds for his survival. I prayed each night to whoever would listen for a way to escape him, and Tempest is the one who came to me, and I didn't even know who it was until I found his symbol in the books.
He doesn't study much. It's all talent, not practiced. If I may say so. No offense.
I haven't studied many books, but I have studied much fighting.
I can tell.
I think just to be impressive, I'll pull my sword out of like one of my scarves.
Yes, we've seen.
It's like,
Suppose
Do like some cool like
whip it around
just
a
no
little
big
bit.
deal, just showing off.
I think Broderick would do the old like, oh, like kind of
Oh, these
a little
youngins,
bit
man, trying to be
patronizing.
like,
yeah.
check me out
Yeah.
now.
Look at this. You ever seen them like this? He'll be like, oh, very
Well, I'm
impressive.
I'm still attuned to my spear though, so
That's true.
Sean. Are you gonna set that drink now?
Nowhere.
Drink
Just
it all.
continue.
Just drink it all.
Well, we must decide what we do next. It's clear to me that reinforcements aren't coming. As I said, I think I understand why. After seeing how capable the two of you are, I'm at least able to keep up, but barely. We should decide which cult to strike next.
Well, I think we should enter through where we came and see which one we come upon next. I don't have a map of where they are under there, do you?
No, only where they are above. And if they correlate, as they probably do, we could plan somewhat effectively if we chose to, but I'm not altogether opposed to that. Starwart?
If we're entering through where we came from, I don't suppose we'll have a choice, but at least not of all three of them if they're laid out how we expect.
An old captain of mine once told me that no plan survived contact with the enemy anyways. I've always taken that to mean my lack of planning is all right. My wife didn't like it. We seem to have done well so far, and I wouldn't exactly say we've been masterminds of our approach to dealing with things. Maybe it's Tempest looking out for us, or maybe it's just bloody damn luck.
A bit of both, perhaps. We've had some very close calls, though.
That we have. I hope that if it is luck, it doesn't give out on us, and that if it is Tempest, that he doesn't. But I don't know what else we can do. We don't have any insiders. We have no knowledge of the map or the location. The Harpers seem... They just sent us looking for a shadow dragon. Do they even know what's going on? They must.
Made another enemy on their behalf.
Well, they can deal with that. We've got some pressing matters.
Hopefully the dragon knows who to bother.
Yes. We may have to deal with that before all this is over.
And a lich?
Well, as I've said, we haven't exactly planned every encounter.
You should
Down
start
to a T.
keeping a list.
No,
Our enemies are quite memorable.
that's right. We don't know much else about these cults. Other than what she told us, we know a bit about the individual archons or princes or whatever.
And the keys.
And the keys, we know they're there.
It seems like I have one.
Yes.
I'll say that like maniacally. I have one.
Oh, you mean Broderick's sword?
Oh, sorry about that. I wasn't willing to give it up. They have fooled her for a time.
What are you guys' passive perceptions?
Mine's not very high.
16?
11.
Okay.
I don't know anything.
Lower than his. Oh, I know
Alright.
that much.
I'm not perceptive for a hunter.
As soon as you're like, and it seems I have the key, and you two try to continue the conversation about the sword, and then you hear a voice nearly on your camp. You do have a key. A mighty powerful one.
We all hear it?
Yes, every one of you.
Can we see her?
Or him.
You know, the voice sounds almost completely neutral. You guys can look around.
I do.
Did I hear where the voice was coming from?
Close.
I'll cast a spell magic.
Okay.
Is it a 3rd level spell or lower?
All right.
Clever, clever. As you look around furiously, you see a flutter of movement. And then what walks into the firelight is a cute, tiny little fox. No human. And it seems to look and regard each of you, and then it almost seems to smile. And before your eyes, it into a humanoid form. It still looks like, if any of you have seen a tabaxi, which you 100% have. I'm like, is that a tabaxi? No. It's like a fox person.
Like
Yeah.
the Fantastic Mr. Fox.
In fact, very much like that.
Cute.
Good. This is good.
The other odd thing that you would recognize, the clothing that it's wearing seems antiquated. It's almost more flowing robes that you've seen in paintings, like historic paintings. And this fox is just smiling at all of you. Like, seems the fashions have changed a bit. And then, almost like unrolling a scroll quickly, and it looks a bit more like halfling clothes, like a fine vest and jacket, little pantaloons.
Bilbo the Fox.
Yeah, much like that.
I'm on a roll tonight, just with the
Yeah,
descriptions.
You're doing great.
Sean's extra agreeable.
Yeah, totally
Yes.
like that.
Quite.
Yeah, totally like that.
Well, this is a surprise. What are you?
Mm, difficult to answer.
That's strange.
Does he have humanoid hands?
No, they've
Does he
like
have
now
paws?
they've now grown into like elongated forms, but they're still like the little like toe beans almost that
Aw.
animals have, but now they're elongated and there are claws. You guys all roll. Just roll insight.
Okay. Can I sniff his paws and do they smell like Frito paws? Dog
From
Frito
here,
paws.
yes.
25.
19.
Okay. Yours was a
3.
No. You are completely taken. I mean, even in all the magic, this seems strange. The two of you, and your knowledge of the arcane, and when you look into its eyes, there's a sickening level of intelligence that almost puts you ill at ease. And just a sense of power that is difficult to comprehend. Like, you're like, I mean, you can sense when a wizard, you're like, that's a trained magician. A sorcerer almost just has like static electricity that you feel. This is something else. And actually, Henrik, for you, it's not, but so different. You have seen Tempest, you have felt Tempest up until recently. It's something similar. Not quite, but it's something similar. And he continues, he's like, licks his lips. He's like, I am a fox. That's me, the fox. Everything else would be a bit difficult to explain. And he takes a seat and stretches out his feet and brushes his tail. He's like, now, back to the conversation that you were having. That is quite key indeed. It's also a little dangerous.
Can we help you?
I hope so. I really, really hope so. But the real question is, can I help you?
Probably not.
You haven't even heard what I have to say yet.
I don't like your intentions and where this is going.
You don't even know my intentions. To both of you, it's the spear. Don't blame her. It's okay. I'll put your friend back. Oh, back to you. You don't know my intentions. I am merely an emissary. That's the word. Yes, an emissary. That is a powerful thing. You can't just be walking around with it.
Done well so far.
So far. But not only do you have the other ones to get, now you have everybody who's going to be looking for that one. You haven't gotten rid of enemies, you've multiplied them. I, however, could take it off of your hands to a faraway place. I represent other interests that have nothing to do with this place at all.
This place being what?
How could I explain it to your small minds? Have you ever had cake?
Have.
Okay. there are layers of cake. You have one layer, then you have a little icing, another layer, then you have the meat, then the blood, then another layer. Are your cakes not like that?
Not exactly. But your point is taken.
God.
Part of your point, I suppose. Are we the meat?
Well, certainly not yet. I could take that to another layer of this cake. I can even promise you that it won't return here. Specifically.
Talking about to another plane.
Yes! I'm sorry, I underestimated you. I thought you might be a bit... Because you're holding on to that thing.
What do you mean? What's wrong with it?
Broderick asks, already knowing the answer, I think.
Do you think you actually know the
Well,
answer?
I think
are you like
it's not the
are
first
you parrying
hint.
with words or are like
No, no. I
Okay.
think Broderick's intention is to have someone say it out loud because I think we've both picked up on it. I'm also trying not to metagame it,
Yeah.
but there have been some other hints, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, what you're holding in your hand, if nobody's explained it to you so far, has a spark in it. On the inside, much like your souls or where you guys find your beauty. I've heard that phrase. Is that still true?
Beauty.
On the inside.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure, yes.
Yes. Well, this is like the opposite of that. It's completely grotesque. That has the spark of a prince. Of total and utter evil. Right inside there. And you're swinging it around, pulling swords out of you. I have seen weirder things, though, so don't worry.
Have you felt it?
Felt what?
The evil in the spear.
Of course not.
Y'all can decide how you want to do that.
Henrik would just leave it.
Henrik.
I think he would cast message and ask Henrik. I mean, probably blatantly. I think he'd be like, Henrik.
Adar, you would see him casting some somatic components.
And I think he would basically say, like, can you detect evil?
No.
You son
Maybe
of a
to,
bitch.
maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, give me a night's sleep. Alright.
In your head, you both hear, what are you whispering about?
Stop that.
What is your intention with the spear in your plane?
Well, I don't really have a plane myself.
The plane to which you will take the spear.
Well, that's so incomprehensible to you. I don't even know if I could explain it.
Well, you should try if you're asking us to give up something so important
This
to
is
a being.
mine and I found it.
Well, there we go. Somebody's spoiled. I'm asking to do you a favor. It helps me. It won't be here.
How does it help you? Help us understand, to be truthful.
Well, there are keys. I need all of them. Well, not me, specifically.
Other fox people?
Oh no, my darling. I'm the only one like me, I'm afraid.
Who are you representing? A deity.
No.
Then what?
More a sense of things. More... there's not really a single entity to it. It's more,
Like cake?
No, that's a dumb thing to say. It's not like cake.
You've got to help us understand. If you're asking us to just hand this to you, we don't have a reason why.
Well, there's something that those I serve would like very much. The kind of a collective, a hive consciousness, if you will. They, I would say, were banished, but frankly, it's like they were never really let inside. They need those powers not to open any elemental evil, but to use those powers to unlock another door somewhere else.
To what end? Destruction on that plane?
Well, for the enemies, yes.
What enemies?
Well, the enemy...
Our enemies or your enemies?
Well, our enemies, if we're opening the gate over there, but they're not... They have nothing to do with any of you. Unless they got here.
Evil enemies?
Oh, yes. Well, evil, good. There are enemies.
I don't trust him. We're being swindled by a fox.
Swindled, I don't know. You see,
How can I trust anything you're saying?
well, you probably can't because you're clutching that spear, but
I get what you're insinuating. And you're just trying to get it.
well, yes. Most certainly do I want it.
You can leave then. You're not going to leave with it.
But I could offer you assistance. It would be out of your
We don't need your
hair.
assistance. Please go.
Wait. Tell me more about what you're going to do with the keys. Will people suffer? Innocents, even on another plane?
For this purpose, no.
These beings that were never let in, what do they want?
To be let in.
At what cost?
Well,
Is it invasive?
He's being so vague. This isn't even real.
I'm only being vague because it's difficult to
Get out of here.
explain.
This is my least favorite.
Okay. If you two who are sitting at the adults table ever want to reach me, just give me a whistle and say the name Fox. Maybe I can help you out. But know this, I'm not lying when I say you are in danger.
When has that not been true?
It's been so long since I've seen your kind. I do love your delusions.
Get back to your plane.
I will be going, as you've been very, very, very rude.
And you.
Me? No, not at all.
You've been quite condescending.
That's because you've been being childish.
Mm-hmm.
Churlish.
I'm going, but not because you told me to, but because I want to. Because I'm done with this conversation.
Leave.
Pulls himself by the top of his hair, and he just sucks up into the tiniest little space, except for one tongue that hangs out for a moment, and then comes back in.
Well, I hate you.
Well,
I'd probably just be staring at an empty space.
Well, that was unsettling.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I think he does.
He's just trying to get this and use it against us.
he's far more powerful or knowledgeable than us. I can assure you that.
That's what scares me.
I appreciate that he doesn't obliterate us.
Nothing to make you feel quite so small. Adara, I do believe that spear is becoming a problem for you.
I don't.
I know you don't.
must agree with Broderick.
Roll initiative.
I'm ready, y'all. Sit right back while y'all go through it.
I'm not saying you should give it up, but something to be aware of. It's certainly changing your temperament.
Okay, Henrik, I'm aware.
Alright then.
I mean, I think Broderick would be doing that like old man worried look at Henrik.
What can we do with it? Maybe we should take it to Nithbis. Maybe she would know what to do with it.
Nithbis is so far from here.
Not so far. Worth the diversion if it means losing yourself to it.
Losing myself to it. I believe it has done a lot for us. The battles we have fought. The enemies I have slain with it.
You've slain no one with it, if you recall.
That's true.
Strange that you would think so.
I'm sorry, you did take the cult retaliation, you did.
Oh, that's true.
It didn't do anything against the genie.
Is your memory going?
Most certainly. Oh, Henrik, what are we going to do?
Well, he's certainly right about gaining enemies, it seems.
If he wanted it, he could have just taken it. I don't know why he would do it with us.
If he's so powerful, why did he not?
I don't know. Could be ancient rules placed on him.
Do you believe that any fox person that comes out of any bush is entitled to any of your weapons?
Well, I can't say I do.
See?
You would have a point if you were acting yourself. Now, we don't know you that well. But you were not this person 2 days ago. You weren't. What can Tempest do for us here?
Only that which he allows me to do, it seems.
Okay, well, why don't you go pray about it, and let's get moving.
We have made our campfire. Going
I'm
to
not-
stay here tonight.
I'm not tired.
I am. And Shimmermane won't take you anywhere without me.
Fine, let's rest.
Surely if that spear is a key, we won't be keeping it to the end of our days. Be prepared for that.
Prepared to take it until someone takes it away from me and I am dead.
And if it's needed for you to give it up for us to proceed on our mission, what will you do?
Someone must prove that that is the case. I'm not going to give my weapons to fox creatures in the woods.
I'm not talking about the fox creature. I just worry that the time may come when it's necessary to part with it. Fox or otherwise.
When that time comes, we will address it then, but today is not that day.
Alright. I'll go pray on it as you requested. I think Henrik will just kind of walk away. A little miffed at the go pray on it remark. But he will go pray on it. I'm kind of silly about that.
But not because you told me to, but because I want to.
I had to go back and read.
I will pray on it.
I had to go back and read the flaw that it gives me.
What is it exactly?
I break my vows and plans. Duty and honor mean nothing to me.
That's good.
Word.
I ain't being a dick. It's telling me
No,
to
I
be
know.
a dick.
No, you're doing it well. We should all be careful about inter-party conflict. We should make sure we're all.
I'm trying to not
I know,
kill
I
you
know.
guys.
It's always
I mean, you couldn't know.
old bush foxes. I think Broderick would just be staring at you. I think he's a little nervous about it all.
I'd be staring back at him and doing the produce flame cantrip.
Like you're flicking a lighter.
Yeah.
Because your dad just yelled at you.
Yep.
I'm 18. I can smoke if I want.
That's exactly
He's just got his legs crossed, arms crossed, just like.
I think Henrik would go use.
If we're in a staring
divination,
competition, I put my money on not the old man.
Yeah.
Use divination?
Maybe. Yeah.
What specifically is your question?
What should my path forward be in stopping the apocalypse?
It's obtuse.
How many hit points does the next boss have? I can think of something more specific.
Tempest,
So.
you mad?
Are we cool?
No, but are we cool? Are we cool? Are we cool?
I'm sorry. Maybe it should be more.
I mean, if that's what you ask, that's what you ask. That's okay. You're gonna have to give me a little bit of time. It'll take a little bit of time for it to answer you back. But you cast the spell and you pour everything you have into it, and you feel. Just have that feeling. You're like, the message was sent. I haven't heard back, but it's out there in the world right now.
And not necessarily looking for like do this, then do this, then do this, but immediately ahead of me. What should?
Yeah, no, it will come back to you.
What does Tempest want me to do? I guess.
Probably leave that Dara girl alone.
Yeah,
Her
that's
and
what
her
I'm hoping.
spear. She's fine.
I think Brodrick's like, are we gonna steal that thing in her sleep or something? How far is Golden Leaf?
Be a day and a half
On Shimmermane or by walking?
by Shimmerman / Zephyr Shoe.
Yeah, depending on what she's wearing.
Yeah. I don't know if it matches her outfit. So
Right.
have to see.
My horse is in flip flops right now.
Yep, screw it.
Can't-
Brodrick's using his last scroll of sending. And I just be like,
I'm going to go use the restroom.
well, I guess there's no restroom.
The tree.
I'm going to go have a constitutional.
And he will walk a little ways away and pull out the scroll of sending. And I don't. Does sending let you have a two-way conversation, or is it straight up that you send a message?
I think it's you send a message.
We're gonna have a two-way.
Okay.
Whatever the one she gave you is.
Powerful because it's from the
Yeah.
All right, you heard it here. We're gonna have a two-way.
Nice. It's always been my fantasy.
Well. No more one-ways for me.
When you say we had another one, does it make see what happens? Play the game, you stupid.
I'm trying. I can't look at Sean just for the moment. All right. I'm good. I'm not good.
He lied.
Okay.
He wasn't.
Sorry. God, I just derailed us so bad. Okay.
While you're getting. I'm gonna
let me
give
get.
you-
Let me just work this
So,
out.
for anybody new who doesn't know, these red beads are player-given inspiration that the players can give to each other. They can trade them in for blues that are basically can be used as a reroll for inspiration. I'm giving Lydia that because, well, she's playing up her cursed nature
Because
pretty
she's
good.
being
You're an asshole.
She's being the worst.
Insulting extra-planar beings.
And also loving it. That's what's concerning me the most.
I like this movie.
It is fun.
I think my next character's gonna be
Well,
chaotic
okay,
people.
so it was easy because that Fox character was my least favorite thing you've ever done. It was like seriously making me mad.
Really?
Yes.
I know all about a Mr. Fox.
Just for funsies, since we're still getting it together, Mr. Fox goes back a long way with these two. He showed up in other games, and no doubt you will see him again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know what he was, but like,
There's a fox.
He spans the Mac Heraverse.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I would read the scroll of sending and try to get in touch with Nithis.
For whatever reason, not only you just did sending with Leosin, so you expected to basically send a telegram, but as you do it, you're like, and you're in Nithbis's library, and she turns around from reading.
And he'd be like,
Oh,
Yes.
thank you for having me. We have a bit of a situation, I think. We've defeated one of the lieutenants of the cult. The air cult specifically, Erisi. She was a elf princess of sorts.
This was their leader.
Yes, utterly evil. We managed to defeat her. Barely, I might add.
Well done.
She was wielding a spear.
Mm-hmm.
This spear, we were told by some extraplanar being that we have no reason to distrust, contains an element of Yansi Bin.
There's a spark of Yansi Bin inside of it.
Yes. That's not why I came, though. Our friend, Adara, seems to have been affected by the weapon.
In what way?
Personality. She is quick to anger,
Mercurial.
quick to pride. What was that?
Mercurial.
You could say she's mercurial, in a way. In a way that she wasn't previously. Not 2 days ago. If I'm being quite honest, my lady, while I feel that we are well equipped to deal with the rest of this, my confidence is high. I fear that that is a thorn in our side that could grow into something worse.
I would say it's pretty dangerous. That's a weapon of evil. Sounds like she's been cursed.
Yes, I don't mean to impose. I know you're busy, and I wouldn't ask much. I think I understand. We might need help here.
In what way?
We might need someone to... We believe that this weapon is a key, and that there are thus likely 3 more of them. Not only is it corrupting her, we believe it's like a beacon to those who would seek to reclaim it.
Like the masks.
does he know about? I mean, that's probably not common knowledge.
I don't think that would be at all.
Yeah, he'd be like,
Probably only the cult knew about.
yeah, and even then, probably even only the higher ups.
I suppose what I'm asking, my lady, is we need someone of power, of purity, to act as custodian of these weapons and not fall under their sway. And quite frankly, we may need someone to relieve Adara of her weapon. I know this sounds trivial of me to ask. It's just, we are out there with little support.
I would keep these items here in the safety of Golden Leaf with no trouble. This is probably the safest place for them. As for your friend, at this point, being just mercurial, I've been accused as much. It's a curse, but you don't know how much of a curse it is.
If it's got a spark of Yansi Bin, can we risk it? What if she were to turn on us at a pivotal moment? That would be it. Then there would be no one with our knowledge or our power.
You would have me speak to her, is that what you're asking?
At the least. See if you agree with me.
And at the most.
Take it from her. Take it somewhere safe. Do it for her. I know what I'm asking. Sounds trivial, but surely you can understand. She needs to be of her own mind. I'm not sure she's strong enough to resist Yansi Bin's will. Maybe. But if not, then all of this is lost. It's an element in the equation that we can't account for.
She slaps close her book. And somewhat, she seems a little impatient, slams it. Like, all right, you've convinced me.
Well, good, young lady.
She picks up her staff. And she looks at you. She seems to get it. And you see her slowly fall to the ground. And her clothes start falling in on themselves. And it looks like she's turning into pure air. And then, which you can't see at all, the door blows open. And you hear doors just... And you're in the woods still, standing there. A scroll is now turning to ashes.
Alright, I think he would do that, just kind of be like... out of character. Are you okay with that?
With having to kill Nithbis?
Yes.
Alright.
It's fine.
Hold on. We may or may not retcon that. While we go on doing other things, we're going to take a quick break. And Castle Mac Raven can tell me privately if that
Alright.
is what Nithbis is going to do.
Okay.
Nithbis
I
will
like it. I love it.
Raven will decide if Nithbis was convinced by that or not convinced by that, and we will deal with it.
Okay, sounds good.
So at this point, forget that. You are still standing in her study. We're going to take a quick 10-minute break, y'all, and we will be back.
Sounds reasonable. BRB.
everybody, welcome back. Thanks for hanging on that break. Nithbis, for anybody who doesn't know, is my wife's original PC, who is now the pretty much highest spellcaster in the land of arcane knowledge. So, wanted to make sure I was playing that right. A few bits of business. Andrew's gonna get it. One, if you look at the bottom, you'll see we do have a divine reroll. At 500 bits, the party gets a divine reroll from the gods who have looked on them and decided that they are worthy. Also, anybody who's new, if you haven't joined our Discord, join it. There's also a link down there. There's a ton of people in there now. They can vouch for it. Also, if you want to follow us on Twitter, all of our handles are right here. Please do. We just talk D&D all the time. Also, we have a podcast right now. For anybody who hasn't heard, our friend Ricardo has been mixing it for us. We've got all the Tales of the Yawning Portal, and we have our first Kobolds episode, which is...
Both Kobolds episodes
Both.
are up now.
Steven was listening to the Kobold podcast while he was at the gym the other day and laughed out loud while like lifting weights.
I was doing one of the machines and I was like mid, and then I was like, and like three people were like, and I was like, that's the thing, and then I left because you said, Zesk, check her butthole, and I lost it.
If you have wondered what it would be like to have a completely ridiculous, hijinks-filled episode of the Castle Mac crew being as silly as possible,
looting each other,
being self-serving, groveling kobolds, give it a listen. We've laughed a lot.
But it's funny without being dumb, honestly. I don't think it's dumb, because they act like kobolds and they're still doing a mission, and they're seriously stealing from each other the whole time. But it's not like it's inside jokes and like your mom jokes.
The
like they're
context
in-universe jokes.
Yeah.
Right.
I just love how two would work together to like loot another one, and then like two more would like loot the first one back.
And when unlike all our other campaigns, when somebody goes down, nobody goes to hell.
They're like, are you gonna... Like, even just a little thing, like, in one part, Raven's character, Uglies, is pulling up a rope, and Rebel came up, and she's like, you climb out, and she's like, I know you're hiding something. Get back to it! I had a good goof about that. So adversarial.
Yep. Also, the music you are listening to is all composed by Castle Mac Andrew.
The one that you can hear now.
That's him.
All of it. All of this Castle Mac music is done by Andrew. Anything you want to add to tell them about?
The 80s remixes are coming soon.
80s remixes are coming soon for a couple of special projects we have, y'all.
Someday.
Yeah.
Seriously, though, all joking aside, Andrew is fantastic. I listen to this as much as I can.
Andrew has a little something special for me for Strahd. Just dropped that little...
Very good. Well, then keep tuning into Strahd. I think that is all of the information I wanted you guys to know right now. So we're going to jump back into it. Everything stands. What happened stands. And she turned into...
I did want to say congratulations to Sean High Score Kid for winning our 3-3 Libris Arcana.
Take that off the overlay, too.
Yeah. Sean Goodison, High Score Kid, won the Libris Arcana giveaway. We thank everybody who has followed.
Yeah.
It's been incredible.
I think we'll do another something
what a fun
soon.
Journey.
Yeah.
Ooh, a 666 for sure.
I mean, we can make it more granular. Do a 400.
No, I want the number of the beast. I want to send out your
we'll do another one.
Well, we will when we get
we'll
there.
We'll also
obviously.
do the 666.
Yeah, right.
That one's on Halloween. Or sooner.
Probably like tomorrow.
Yeah. We are already there.
Surprise.
There we go. Fix the overlay, I think.
Y'all look up wild.
Sorry, I'll get out of my
Well, in a
kobold.
book.
You are standing in the woods as the scroll kind of evaporates in your hands.
I think he might feel a little bit ashamed. Like, I think sending the message was different than getting it all out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he is a little bit like, I don't know, maybe we could have dealt with that ourselves.
You
Like,
basically like
Went
called
to
your
mom.
mom and
Yeah.
you're like, Mom, I can't sleep. Come pick me up from the sleepover.
Mm-hmm.
pretty much. So I think he would feel a little ashamed about it. But, you know, stand by what he did.
Okay.
What did we discuss was the way that you unattune from an item?
Well, you
You have to willfully.
can
And the
willfully
rest.
do it, or if it's more than I forget
I think
how
it's more
far
than-
away.
More than we looked it up. It was maybe more than 100 feet for,
Yeah,
a
for
long
an
rest
extended
or
period of
something.
time, and
Something
then
like that.
and if you die.
Also death.
Yeah.
Yep. Also death.
As you come back to the camp, do you say anything when you come back to the camp?
No, but I think he would just be like staring into the fire.
Okay. Are you asleep, Adara, or no? You're awake. Okay. What are you doing?
Watching.
Him?
Yeah. We're about to have a standoff.
As you come back, actually no, Henrik, you are. I think you've done this divination spell. Oops. I think you're out there praying normally, but I don't know. Also, some bit where you're kind of waiting for the answer, and then you start to feel something strange. The wind starts picking up around you, just. And for a moment, you think, this must be the answer. And it nearly blows you off of your feet. And it keeps on going towards the campsite.
Well, I guess I would follow it. Very confused, like. I think I'd look at my amulet to see if it's doing anything and be like, guess it's not.
Yeah, it doesn't feel anything strange. A little bit off from the campsite, you two feel the wind pick up too. And then it almost coalesces into a small, little like a dust devil for a moment. You keep watching, and you start to see a form appearing.
I think Broderick would kind of be looking down a little bit, but then he'd look up.
Henrik would be, I guess, running to the campsite because he doesn't know.
Yeah, and you get there and you see
I'd be on my feet up already.
you see a humanoid form appearing. At first it's almost nothing, and then you start to make out limbs ahead. You see a large, at first it's just a large object that turns into, clearly is a staff. And then laying before you is Nithbis. And she stands up with her staff. And you're here as well.
Oh, that's a relief.
Were you worried?
Recently had another visitor. What brings you here?
She'll look at Broderick
Henrik has no idea. So.
and then look at Adara. You did not meet Nithbis.
I did.
You did, yes. Adara.
Nithbis.
You can't hold on to that spear.
Is that why you're here?
Yes.
Who sent you?
I'm afraid that's me, darling.
Kill him with my spear. I'm just kidding.
Henrik
I did
just
it for
sighs
you.
and leans on his mace.
Whoever brought me here, that doesn't matter. What matters is that is an evil spear. You can't hold on to it. It will consume you because it's cursed. It's not just a minor curse. I don't think it's a minor curse. That is the ultimate prince, a prince of evil. It is pure evil on the inside.
Well, isn't it safe with me, a hunter, hunting the evil?
No, it's not. You're going right into the places that those would use it. They would take it. Also, it's going to consume you.
How do you think you're going to take it off with me?
you.
She's like, Adara, add this up. I'm not saying this out of any place of ego. That spear is coming with me. You don't want to do that. You really, really don't.
Come and get it. Just kill me. I'm just kidding.
Dara, you would not have our aid in this. You should give it to her.
When my friends and I went on all our adventures, we looked out for each other. And occasionally, that means looking out for somebody who's not looking out for themselves. But however you feel about it, or they feel about it, doesn't matter. That cannot be out here. I will keep it.
How do I know I can trust you? How do I know you're not just an illusion from the bushes like that fox?
She...
That was no illusion, Adara. There's this.
There's a rock off the way. Without emotion, she pulls her staff up, and it becomes a thorn whip, and she picks up the rock and tosses it against another rock and puts her staff back down and puts her hands on it. You can see her tiefling tail whipping behind her slightly, like a cat.
Come on, Adara, you don't need that spear. Your blade is more than capable. We've seen it. Give her the spear, and if you really want it back in a day or two, we can head back to Golden Leaf.
We all
You
know
can't.
that's not true,
No, that's not true.
Grandpa.
I tried to defuse the situation, that's all.
If this is the key, and it will open up the portal.
Mhm.
We'll open up the portal. And we collect all of the keys and bring them to you. What do you do with them?
We'll have to deal with that after study, figure out how they're destroyed, where they need to go. Right now, do any of you know how they're destroyed? Neither do I. So that takes research and reading. And not running into other temples, which you frankly need to be doing. Or am I incorrect?
No, you're right. We're on our way.
How do I know I'll have the tools I need?
You made it this far without the spear.
We know where to find her if we should for some reason require it to continue, but as of now we don't.
You have us.
I think I'll just like teen girl style, just like throw the spear.
At her.
Fine. Take it.
She looks at it.
If I had a bedroom door right now, I'd slam it.
You pull your bedroll over furiously. She takes out of her pack, she pulls out what's like a long blanket, almost like a bedroll, and throws it over it and wraps the spear and ties it and affixes it to her back. She's like, "Thank you. Good luck." And she turns, starts walking, and you see her form slump again, and then you hear the wind pick up, and then it is eerily quiet.
I'm sorry about that.
Let's not talk.
That's fair.
I'm still attuned to it for a long rest.
Yeah.
Long rest, I think.
So yeah, you're still feeling it right now. And feeling its absence.
I think Broderick's shame would be gone. I think he would feel like he did appropriately escalate it.
I think Henrik would give her kind of a thankful nod and just kind of walk away and give her some time to stew for 2 days or so.
Just our little sis.
Maybe give Broderick a hand on the shoulder as he walks by him.
Oh yeah, he'd do
Make
the
him
old like
feel a little
look up
better.
and then pour a little bit more coffee.
I'll take first watch. You can sleep.
I don't need to sleep.
Okay. Well, I do. I'm an old man. And I shall sleep easier knowing that you did the right thing.
I think Henrik would just know it's of no benefit to talk right now, so he'd just walk off for a little bit and then go to bed after he's
Doesn't know what to say
calmed
anyway.
down. Yeah.
Adar, as you sleep, at first your dreams are just pure turmoil. Again, it's like you started the flying dream again with the spear in hand, but it's just the end of it where you're just in a cyclone and a whirlwind and you can't hear anything. Your own thoughts are like drowned out, and it almost feels like the force of it is about to just tear you apart. And then you drop and you're laying on the ground. And the stars are above you, and you see what you thought was one star light up, another, and another, and it's those 3 lights. The lights you know represent whatever elder, ancient being you made a pact with. And it feels like their brightness is almost warming, like a sunny day. You can feel the fire inside of you, both stoked with a new vigor, but also eased. And when you wake up, you feel lighter. Your feelings, however you felt about them, haven't necessarily changed, but it's detached, like, it feels the same way, like it's just a memory at this point. You don't have that. When you think about the moment again, you're not like, what the fucker?
Yeah.
But you're like, however you still want to decide that you feel about the situation, I think is justified, but the wave of emotions is gone. You all wake up.
To remember it, my original personality transfer.
Lydia's crossing out bitch, coming back to nice person.
I'm sure that was on there.
Yeah. I think Broderick would kind of wake up.
You get a fire going, have some more of that bacon we got in Red Lodge.
I think inaudibly to Adara, Henrik would say, "Good to see you still got you through." Just kind of, I think in the night he would have kind of slept in a way that he would notice if Adara got up because he was a little worried.
Yeah.
I was gonna murder you.
No, I won't murder him.
Oh, okay.
I didn't do anything.
Puts blanket over weapon.
Right, Teddy.
I'll give my inspiration to Broderick
Aww.
Calling mom.
for putting his tail between his legs, calling mom,
Yeah.
saying he had a nightmare at his friend's house and he wanted to come home and snuggle.
Mom, stuff went too far. It went too far. Got weird.
Mom, I forgot my teddy bear.
You all did well. You played your curse on point.
Yeah, I really
Glad.
hated you.
I'm glad you both made the controversial choices of.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose there was some party conflict, but it made sense.
Yeah.
It was all in love, so I liked it.
It was fun.
That fox, though, like, still fuck him.
Oh, you don't even know the depths of depravity from that fox in old games of ours. He's like this
I
malevolent
feel like
being.
he's like a mistress now. Like, you guys like have a thing.
A lot of two ways.
I'm
with
not
that.
part of it.
A lot of two
You
ways,
are.
one
I
ways.
just brought you guys in.
Hey, you guys just got
Fox
invited
ways.
into the Fox way. He's weaved it through a lot of games.
I like the fox show. Don't. She's still got the spear kind of wearing off.
Oh, I was like, wow,
Oh,
is there a fox here? Cool.
Yeah,
About
I
time.
liked that I caught that look where I was like, and all you see is a fox looking up at you. And Steve was like,
I thought
Here
you
we
knew
go.
that it was some sort of like wicked D&D monster.
For a second, I thought it was maybe an Arcanoloth. But then I was like, nah, that ain't an Arcanoloth. That's Mr. Fox.
The fantastic.
He's in
Mr. Fox.
Orpheus. That's where he... I don't know if we ever even got there in the New Zealand Orpheus game.
Mm-hmm.
He's an NPC that shows up in Orpheus. And he's awesome. He's so
I can't
awesome.
wait to play Orpheus.
Yeah.
yes. We're going to get back to D&D.
Yep, back to D&D.
Thank you guys for that.
I'm sorry, I was so horrible.
No, you
It
were
was
good.
kind of
You were
fun.
good at being horrible.
It was kind of fun.
You were good. I'm glad that you didn't push it so far that you got gravity reversed.
I'm glad that I didn't have to kill Nickfist. I'm glad it didn't have
Okay. I would have just torn up your character sheet. That wouldn't have even.
No.
I would have let
initiative roll,
the
you're
three
just
of you if you wanted to.
dead. We would have wanted to. We would have had to.
Okay. It is the morning time. You've woken up. Everybody's stirring.
I think he would
awkwardly
pour
looking.
her a cup of coffee.
We don't need to talk about it.
Fair enough. Coffee.
It's not hot enough.
All coffee is iced coffee to me.
Yes.
John, get it together. Let's go.
Well, I suppose we should get moving.
Yes. That's what I've been saying.
Suppose we have what little of a plan we decided on.
Our plan is essentially walk in and kill everything. Unless I've forgotten a greater piece of it.
Oh, the plan
I do have a question. We need to plan for what to do when we find the next key.
Excellent thinking.
Do we understand the concept of attunement? I mean, is that like a thing that's understood about magic items?
I think all of you at this point, I mean, you wouldn't be like, you have to attune to it. You're like, if you have it on your person, you concentrate long enough. I think there's some understanding of like,
Yeah.
if something's magic, you don't just pick it up and get to use whatever it is.
Right.
Actually, you would know the difference, especially because that wand of magic missiles
That's true.
doesn't have it. You're like, some things you can pick up and just use.
Yeah.
Other things reveal themselves, and I think it is a bit more symbiotic. Like you somehow, even if it's not sentient, you're like, there's something here where this has become part of me.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So yes, I think so.
Perhaps after each time we could head back to deliver it to Golden Leaf. It's a bit out of our way, but I think it clearly the benefits pay off.
Or at least be wary. Not, well, become attached.
Right.
You have to be such a dick about it.
He was trying to think of a way to say it lightly, but he couldn't think of it, so he answered.
I do think Broderick would do the, like, stare a little too long thing. Not creepily, but just kind of like, he'd be packing up and, like, look at Adara and, like, kind of stop and just, you know, that paternally.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yeah,
Would
yeah, yeah.
since
Like,
I've
She
had
learned her lesson, you know?
on the contrary, my question, since I've had like a cursed item and I understand like the power, like would I always be a little hungry for that, or do you think I would look back and like reflectively be like, oh god, that was horrible?
You know what? I'm going to completely leave that up to you because you had that experience. I think you recognize fully that you don't have the negative aspects. I think it would be the same as looking back on something akin to depression or mania, where you're like, I know that I felt that, but at this moment right now, I can't imagine why I disproportionately felt that way.
Okay.
But yes, you knew that there was clearly a great amount of power in it. So
I don't know how having that would like I'm saying like would it be like addicting? I guess it would just depend on the character.
I don't know. I mean, if it's in there that if you think that Adara would find that level of power alluring continually, you can decide. It'd be, I suppose, the same as yes, you did a drug. It was great at first. You knew what the downsides were. You're off the stuff right now, but the other drugs are probably going to be similar.
I'll let that marinate.
Yeah. I mean, it's not coming up now, but those are probably good lingering feelings and a good question.
That's a good thing for, I think, me to think about for my character.
Yeah.
Being a hunter, being a haunted one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we'll be inclined to keep the next one away from you.
Yeah, we'll be like, cool, the key.
I'll just
take
hold it.
that. Yep, no, you're good.
I always did like fire.
You guys set off?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Put the shoes on.
Still riding with Broderick?
Yeah.
You're going to ride with Henrik?
Yeah.
Okay.
Broderick will be a little hurt. Just a little.
Henry would not be surprised at all.
Yeah.
I don't think Roderick
gives
would
the
either.
grimace.
I don't want to ride with either of them, but like, he didn't tell on me.
Yeah.
I just insulted him and then he went away.
This pushover.
Yeah, I'd be like, man, why'd Broderick have to be mean and now I'm stuck with her? She made fun of my prey. I'm gonna call Mythbus.
Y'all ride and fly. Flied.
Right.
You make it to the Cyan Valley. You, I suppose, tell the mounts to do the same as before.
Yeah.
You do know that it is a city you're going into, so you don't necessarily know how long you're going to be in there.
I think, how far is Red Larch from here? It was a couple hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he would speak with animals,
Yeah.
tell Shimmermane, head back to that town
Gotcha.
where the boys got the meat, come back every day and look for and wait for us. And look for us.
Gotcha.
The dawn of the first day.
Talking to his horse too?
No, I think he would tell. Well, yeah, I guess he. There's no
Yeah.
reason not to.
Alright.
Yeah.
Broderick speaks to both of your animals, and they understand. It
You see
seemed-
him like pointing to like, and like winning. Like, pay attention.
You see a couple what are clearly misunderstand. But they seem to understand and they head off. You guys head back down that crazy stairway that seemed to just go on and on. And you come back.
I think Broderick would be complaining the whole time too about the
About his
stairway.
knees.
Yeah,
His
exactly.
knees and his
Hold
hips.
on just a moment, please. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Dwarves have such short legs. Why would they have possibly done this? Can you imagine being a dwarf climbing this stairway?
Is there a banister that he could just slide down on?
If only you guys could halo jump again.
Should have been a sorcerer, just fly.
I know.
You guys make it back down and you come back into that site where you see just the glittering of the immense cave that it's in. No screaming now, but still.
Oh, like where those arrow slits were?
Mm-hmm.
And all those kinkus?
Mm-hmm.
I think we'd probably still be kind of on our.
Oh,
our
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
for sure.
For sure.
As you are, you don't hear what sound like any humanoid necessarily. Sound like you don't hear voices. But most certainly in different aspects, echoing through, you do hear movement. Some of it sounds pretty lumbering.
Like feet? Like footprints?
Yeah,
Or
like feet,
flapping?
but like large feet and a little flapping. It sounds like almost just more beast-like
Like
necessarily.
hooves?
No hooves.
Look at my hooves.
But there's clearly, this place is not empty by any means, but it is not inhabited by a cult any longer.
Okay.
So,
Just things that wandered in looking for leftovers or whatever.
You guys cleared out of there pretty fast. You didn't see 60% of
Okay.
that place. You
Understood.
don't know
Let's
what is
keep
in there.
going.
The first spot you come to, if you don't want to push that far in that you realize you didn't see, were kind of those like ruined apartments. They look like old living quarters. Some of them are crumbled, and some of them look kind of intact, and some you can see what clearly recently had bedrolls in them, like, you know, cooking fires.
Is there anything useful in them?
No, you guys probably find a handful. No, you wouldn't. Those were cultists. They didn't have any money. But I mean, there's a couple rations if you want to take some rations.
Yeah, for sure. I would.
Kind of load up on
As
on
a
those
hunter,
things.
like I'm definitely.
Yeah. You're gonna be like, ugh, and you're like, yeah,
Yep, you're like
we might
non-perishable.
need this.
Yep.
Uh,
You never know when you're gonna get stuck in a tree stand.
Let's spam.
You're like, yeah, keeps.
Ugh.
you guys come to a cave, an opening, and you can see that it just heads down into nothing. But as you listen, somehow deep in there, you just have that smell that comes off of water. If you've ever been
Like
Even-
dirty water.
dirty water, and you
Mhm.
can slightly hear what sounds like water down there, but there's just that where it sits like right below your nose,
Smells like mud.
above your lip, where you're like, there's it's not necessarily musty, but there's just moisture.
Yeah. I can smell it
Yeah,
in my life right now.
uh-huh.
It's Andrew.
It's me.
I smell great.
This would be the spot that I don't think it takes much to add up that knowing what you know, that this probably leads to the water cult. You would assume that there's another one to a different cult, but that would take pressing into the areas that you have not looked through in this.
So the
temple.
cults wouldn't go like into the earth, so it wouldn't go like air, earth, water, fire. Like,
I think they were. It was like the city was divided into quadrants.
Oh, so it's not like you're descending into
No,
the earth.
no,
and
no.
like
They're all
the
sort of-
mantle. and
Yeah.
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 No.
That's
Which would be an
that's
awesome
what I
campaign.
originally thought that was gonna
Journey
be.
to the center of Faerun.
Well, now I'm gonna write this, so fucking copywritten, all y'all.
Well, I think that is
Journey to the
technically-
center of the earth.
Theoretically,
Copyright
already
video.
copyrighted. And I'm gonna call it Journey to the Middle of the Earth.
Actually-
Journey to
My
Middle
idea.
Earth.
Shut up. I did it. I did a
The
thing.
Lord of the Rings.
You did hear from the Dark Lady and a couple other sources that below this city is something even more ancient.
Mm-hmm. We're all at the Drow City, right?
That's right. There was a Drow temple built. Paying attention.
That
I
should
like
be
it.
fun.
The Mind Temple. Just kidding. I literally don't remember your name.
I didn't put that in here. Yes, where all of those weapons were forged and left hundreds of years ago by a Drow.
Now, I know from playing Horror of the Dragon Queen that dragons can go into like humanoid creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what was going on with that Drow? Did she-
The Dark Lady.
Yeah, did she become the
You don't
Shadow
know.
Dragon?
She wasn't an actual drow. She was looking like one, but the light didn't affect her quite the same. Remember, we got that little hint.
Oh, yeah,
so
right.
they're probably unrelated, but not necessarily.
That would be exactly what you add up. It
Okay.
didn't quite make sense, but I think most of you, especially now, I think lore about dragons is the talk of everywhere.
Mhm.
It's even what used to be somewhat secrets, I think, they may be inflated or somewhat inaccurate, but mostly throughout the rumors, I think people understand it's like, yeah, old dragons can look like people.
I have I have that feeling sometimes as a player of being somebody that was not involved directly in the battle, but like hears the stories of it because I've only been playing D&D so long, and the only thing I know is Horde of the Dragon Queen. So it's like I only know like that stuff, but
What?
like
Horde was kind of a taste of a lot.
They did a
It
good
was
job.
like a
of
good, like-
you get a little of everything. It was cool. It was a good adventure.
So yes, maybe.
All that to say, Broderick would.
Well,
can you see?
I mean, I would have had light cast on my stuff.
I forgot that I had produce flame. I want to use it now.
That's cool. Just have it in your hand.
So you've got a flame. You've cast light.
I'd cast that too.
I mean, I can see. I just wanted to show off.
Yeah, I would be using dancing lights. If he's got light and she's producing light, then I would be. It lasts only a minute, so he would cast it probably just kind of over and over, like as they're walking, just. And then he would send them out ahead. They can go 60 feet out.
You travel through. It feels long. Part of you was thinking, I mean, this can't be. It's a city, you know. This shouldn't be that far. As we're walking, and sometimes the cave narrows, where you have to, especially you, Henrik, with all your armor. You kind of keep moving through, and then sometimes the way the rock looks, you look like maybe some of the city got crushed in falling rock. It almost looks like there's like a column sticking out, like this was hewn back out of pieces that were where the city was destroyed. It was in fact much larger than you initially expected. And then you start to see up ahead, you can hear the water, that smell. And now you also are getting mildew smell. There's just that, and it's the smell of mildew, it's the smell of like mold on metal and stone.
Dirty towels.
Yes. And it's becoming stronger and stronger. And even though the air temple was cool, it just has dropped a couple degrees as you've gotten closer, and you do start to see the almost teal greenish glow up ahead of some light reflecting off of water.
You said it's cold and not like humid.
Colder. I mean, it's an underground cavern with water in it, so it is. It's just
Cold.
It's kind of cold. Nothing where you would need any sort of different clothing by any means, but it's your breath isn't showing. It's just noticeable that like it's dropped a couple degrees.
My body's always hot.
Yeah. I think you still recognize the change in temp,
I just wanted to point
but you're
that
like,
out. Hot.
fucking hot body.
I wanted everyone to know.
As you are coming up, you do see a kind of light in the distance. And you can kind of just see where it clearly opens. The cave is ending and it opens into something larger. And I think even from a good distance,
So it is lit on its own.
faintly. It's enough that this cave would be pitch black that you can see that there's some sort of light on its own. It is not. It's not much.
We should extinguish our lights. It will be slow going for a bit, but at least give us the opportunity to see what's ahead.
Try to snuff out my hair.
Oh, you probably have a hood you gotta pull up.
No, it goes out.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you do it with a fluid motion where it's doing and you.
That's pretty cool.
And that for just that moment where the smoke
Yeah.
rises and then it's gone.
I mean, like normally
That's
if I'm
awesome.
not on fire, like I'm just kind of like ashy with like auburn hair.
That's cool.
You guys head on. Continue heading on in silence. Are you trying to be quiet?
Yes. Can you even be quiet?
Not really.
Okay.
I think Henrik will just hang back. Well,
Yeah,
if you guys are trying to.
Broderick could go out ahead 30 feet and stealth.
That'd be fucking all hunter style.
Yeah, we would probably just leave him a little ways
Yeah, I
behind.
just kind of tiptoe behind them, figuring by the time they sneak up on something, I'll be far enough
Yeah.
away where everyone is.
Then you two will roll stealth for me, please.
Okay.
I can roll too if you want. It's just
Being that far back, if you start to move up, we'll decide.
me kind of like creeping behind, seeing what they
Shit.
throw.
21.
I rolled a 4.
Nice.
Can I try again?
Okay.
Technically.
Broderick, you have no problem. You've gauged the distance of the cave walls, checked the shadows, know where all your equipment is.
I think he would also not be able to ever help himself.
That's exactly like the time we stormed Radric Keep from the sewer tunnels. From the inside, they weren't expecting us.
Just as he's like sliding down, she's like, oh my god.
And her
stop.
4 roll is her sighing way too loud.
Yeah.
A handful of times, Adara, you're hunting and creeping, and it's just the fact that you're getting close to your goal that you're not. You even recognize, like, I'm not nearly being as quiet as I have been. Some of your equipment chinks, not crazy.
All
You
those
don't.
rations I picked up.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you don't fall over your feet by any means, but you're just like. God, you can almost, and you're getting more frustrated as you go. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
Just be quiet. Don't stop.
Okay.
What are you gonna do with those?
Roll them.
Let's see those Elfirs.
No.
What should I do?
Let me see the Elfirs, Sean.
No shot.
Okay.
That's fine, right?
You look stupid. Take them off.
Stop.
Oh no, that didn't help either.
Okay, as you continue to get closer, you too can see that you're coming up to a gate. It goes up into the rocks and around it, and it's about, the opening out here is about 10 feet. The cave kind of extends to 10 feet, and it encompasses the entire thing. And it's a sturdy iron gate.
Sorry, did you say it's closed?
It is closed, yes.
Anyone manning it?
Not that you see.
Is it rusted?
No. Which is strange.
Quite.
I mean, how close do you guys get?
I would stop. I mean, when does it come into view?
I think, due to even just the faint light kind of reflecting off, I think you would be about 60 feet away from it to be like, to
I
kind
think
of
we'd
tell.
stop as soon as we spotted it then.
How do you have dark vision?
No.
I do.
Human.
And then you, I think, would have spotted it a little bit sooner, just the way the light was working, but you're like, yeah, that's a gate.
Yeah.
What do you think? What can you see?
There's a gate. It's large. It's not rusted.
I don't know if you could tell that it was rusted at this point, actually. From 60 feet, I
It
don't
does
think you
not
can
look
tell.
rusted.
Could be.
It's water, so.
If there's a gate, it's probably manned. Would do no good otherwise. I can get 2 of us inside the gate. Perhaps take the defenders by surprise.
That's a good idea depending on how many defenders there are.
True. No,
Should we scout ahead?
they'll have this tunnel well under observation if they haven't seen us already.
Well, if they've seen us already, we're already dead. Let's do something.
Let's take them by surprise. Adara and I will go. You come up as quick as you can.
Try to find a way to open the gate.
Or we can open it from the other side.
That's what I meant.
Alright, he would look at you and draw the old rapier.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright.
Perhaps I'll start heading toward the gate.
I think that's
Before you,
Cause a distraction. Good idea.
I think I just start running.
Okay.
You
And you're picking up speed now because
I think I just
you're
said,
just
"Open the
using your
gate."
own weight to move forward. How close does he get before you guys?
I would give him 2 or 3 seconds.
Are you
Just
doing
watch
damage?
him go. Yep.
Okay.
You
You
down the
start
D-door with
running.
No.
You're opening a door.
Yep.
Go for it. You're now about halfway there, Henrik.
Yeah, I think he would be like,
Alright, here we go.
dimension door to the other side of the gate.
Okay. Immediately on the other side of the gate.
I think about 20 feet on the other side of the gate.
Okay.
I guess I gotta
Alright, you guys can place yourselves right here.
I need a new Adara. This one's green. Doesn't make any sense.
We
Buy one.
Can you move that camera for me?
Yes,
dude?
of course. Sorry, I wasn't thinking about the battle cam.
Battle cam.
Battle cam, battle cam.
I was watching our replay from Sunday, and Coach Sean is just constantly doing
Rolling a die.
practice
Yeah.
rolls from his dice. and
It's really
just
loud.
on the
We gotta
camera, just like-
talk about it too because it hits the mic and it's like clunk, clunk. Funny.
I had no idea he was even
It was his
doing
nervous tick because he hated me so much.
He did.
Did you see the look of hate on his face? It was delightful.
Well, actually, there's no reason you wouldn't see all of this now.
There's boats. And a
I have
broken
two of
boat.
Broats.
So this is the gate they went
Shut
through, or
I have two of broats.
No big deal. I have two of Broats.
So as you get over here, you see a hallway that turns. I think you're right here. You can see this. There's boats. They all look really old, like
Old and soggy.
old and soggy.
Music.
All of this is water.
They're floating though.
No, this is kind of a bank and a
Okay.
shore that ends right here, but it does have that slight decline, like a boat dock, where clearly that you could push up or pull boats on.
Is it sand? What's the ground?
No, it's stone.
Stone.
wait. So where did we come from?
You came from
your direction.
yeah,
Okay, so I'm
basically right in
Under.
your stomach.
Undrun.
You're like over here.
Okay.
So you're. Let's see. You're
Take those
15
ears off,
feet
please.
behind here.
You're not an elf. You're a human, and you always play a human. You
Yeah.
can wear them on Thursday.
Elf protective.
Yeah, it's a thing, okay?
It's just
I don't walk around with human ears and I'm an elf, do I?
dilettante. Jeez.
With rounded ears and I'm an elf.
That's what you see.
So did you guys go? Sorry, did you guys go all the way there, or
You
did you
said
go through
20 feet. I put you 20 feet
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
beyond it.
No people?
Not that you see.
I think we would stand there. But wait. until we got to the
I'd
gate.
keep going to the gate and see if there's a way to open it. Be like, hey, you guys, turn around, maybe let me in.
As you look, it clearly takes a key. And if you're looking there too, it clearly takes a key from both sides.
He can't, like, shimmy on through?
No.
Can he climb it?
No. I mean, it goes into
It
the
was
walls.
really nice having you in our party, Andrew.
Ooh,
This
that's
is
it
where
for
we
me,
part
dude.
ways.
Doesn't look rusty.
I could probably free it, but it would make quite a ruckus. Stands to reason there's a guardhouse near here.
Are you-
Otherwise, I'm afraid I can't get you through.
I mean, and looking at it, Henrik, you think I could probably bend the bars, it would make noise, or you could smash it.
I could get through, but my method too would make some noise.
Alright, let us just poke ahead a bit.
Alright,
Stay hidden.
I'll be ready to pry this open if needed.
Alright,
It will be needed. Don't be stupid.
send us with your blessing then, Starlord. We'll be right back.
I think we go up to that door.
That door right there? Okay. As you get in right up here, you see that there was a view slot. And they're like, now!
Oh, Lord.
Y'all can go ahead and roll initiative for me if you would.
But why?
Why do I keep rolling twos? Oh my
What
god.
was that? That was audible.
I thought you said that was audible, and I was like, it was.
Audible. Yeah, it was oral.
I could hear
I could
it.
hear it with my ears.
Yeah.
It's oral.
Audible.
Had to do with my ears. Where is it now?
What?
Why have I lost it?
What?
Oh, because it's under combat. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, see? You get used to the new thing before.
I studied it extensively. Many moons.
It's hard. It's
Late
hard when you're like,
nights.
oh my god, where is the thing? And then you
Poring
feel
over
pressure.
it.
You feel pressure? Under pressure. Are those orcs?
No. They are not.
Are they werewolves?
They are bugbears, with the
Aw,
exception
really?
of that one, which is a hobgoblin.
What the fuck? They don't like water.
Yeah, but you know, they'll take what gig's a gig.
Yeah, gig's a gig, you know. Hey, Jimmy Bugbear. Yeah, you know. What are you doing with yourself? I'm guarding some fucking water temple.
Fuck if I know, man.
Yeah. Hey, it pays the bills, am I right? Sure. How's Karen?
I'm gonna clip that and send it to my boss, whose name is Karen.
Okay, do it.
So unprepared. I haven't even.
Is that an Advil?
That didn't come out of mine.
That's a D Infinity.
Just carrying around ibuprofen in your dice bag.
Wait. Where's my usual die, though?
Took it. Hit it.
Did
No.
you
That can't
check?
Did I steal it? Oh, is it this?
be. Is it? Yes. That's it.
I think you've grown too attached to that thing.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to
Sean, I'm gonna call your mom and be like, Sean's really attached to this die. Am I okay to leave this
Kind
here?
of making him a different person.
Zombie Night! Thank you. And thank you to, I know there were some other bit givers in there. I think Ink was one. I might have missed who else.
I can
But
tell you from streaming.
that has put us over, and you guys now have a divine reroll.
Nice. We'll just leave those on.
Probably
Camera.
won't need
I
it.
think the battle cam's out of focus.
Oh, the
It
battle
is.
cam is out of focus. What's going on
Holy
with that?
moly.
That fix
There
it?
you go.
There we go. I'm gonna turn off its little autofocus real quick.
Okay.
Alright, it should no longer autofocus. Thanks for noticing that.
You're
No
welcome.
problem.
You're
He's
welcome.
talking to me.
You cheated.
Yeah, cheated.
Ah,
Sometimes I go back and watch our streams
Okay.
and I'm just like, God damn,
What?
you're so embarrassing.
What did we get
I
on
think that's
initiative,
about you.
y'all?
11.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 4.
200.
Yikes, Adara. Broderick.
I'm doing real
16.
good for myself today.
16. Bits from Raven. Ooh, Forgebreaker subscribed for a second month. Thank you,
Jordy
man.
Thank you,
Forgebreaker, my
We're
jam.
playing with Jordy LaForgebreaker on Thursday.
I know, Thursday night, and Ink Betweens, some bits. So thank you guys.
You the best.
Sometimes I'll just stream
Okay. So,
Hate you.
This is
That's
real.
what you sound like.
Well, come in.
Nope, time to look at the old spells again. Remember what I got.
Oh, I think you have this one called Shatter you use a lot.
Do you have one called Abandon Your Friend Behind Bars?
Yeah, that definitely sucks.
Sucks for us. You're safe.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Hello?
How much does this add to my AC? Pretty good.
okay. Well, this bugbear charges right past you two.
Past us.
Well, in between.
I disbelieve.
He's scared of us. He's leaving.
This one comes over here. Adar, you're going to get an opportunity attack on it.
Do it. Do it.
Okay, wait. So I want to intimidate them a little bit. So I'm gonna pull my sword out of a scar, just like straight from my heart.
All right. I fucking dig it.
Is he scared?
No,
Cool.
not one bit.
He
you
should.
do
He
it,
should
and
be.
he doesn't even look affected.
8. 14.
No.
Oh. God,
Afraid.
that scared didn't hit
I'm
him.
afraid that did not.
Did not.
Mm-mm. He just says that.
Okay. All right, Broderick. This one is attacking you. What's your armor class, my friend?
18.
That did not get you. This one is attacking you, Adara. They're swinging these morning stars at you.
Morning stars.
That won't get you.
We ain't in Texas.
This one is throwing a javelin at you, Broderick. That did get you.
Again, disbelieve it.
If you choose to disbelieve,
Yeah,
does it happen?
I roll to disbelieve.
I'm afraid
I'm
you-
good.
Okay. Since this is the first round of combat. Good. Sean roll.
My man.
You take 11 points of damage.
Okay.
These two are both throwing javelins at you, Adara. One gotcha. That was much better. You take 16 points of damage as a javelin just tears right through you.
16.
Yes.
Okay. I was just clarifying.
Broderick.
It's good to do that. Okay. Pretty far along as it is. So I'm walking out the door. I will shout, Stalwart! We're under attack! Bonus action to spend a Bardic Inspiration die to swing a Paladin's Promise and raise my armor class to 20.
Yeah.
I will then cast. I want to save that slot. You know what? He's actually going to attack this guy right here twice.
Oh,
So,
I do get 2 attacks. Oh,
you
that
mark
was
off.
just a
Yeah,
reaction.
just an opportunity attack, yeah.
Mark off that I spent a Bardic
I
Inspo.
have so many characters. I just don't even know
Yeah, it
what
takes
they
a
do.
second to remember all the stuff. Alright, I will attack that bugbear right there with a Paladin's Promise. That is a 17
Yep. You got him.
for 8 damage. And he will attack again. That is a 14. Yeah, I'll spend it.
That's it.
Yep. 9 more.
You quickly, it's got a shield and a morning star. You just dodge, dash, get 2 quick, deep stabs. A Paladin's Promise also seems to know exactly where the hide is weak.
Tight. And then knowing that being caught in a hallway like that is awful, he is actually going to move through Adara to get right here, so he would take an attack of opportunity from that fella.
Yes, I'm afraid he will. Gotcha, I'm afraid.
Unfortunate.
Okay, that is... You take 10 points of damage
Okay.
as you're trying to back up, and you feel the morning star on your back just tear down your clothes. You manage to get past her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
As much as this is my jam.
Mine too.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Totally know when you're being genuine.
No one does.
Okay.
I'm never genuine.
This one comes running
That's the secret.
into here. To this hobgoblin right here, as it's running past, any of you speak goblin?
Nope.
Okay. You just hear.
Primordial?
I'm afraid not. And that bugbear right there seems just invigorated.
I do speak Goblin. But
You do?
I don't know if that was here.
Yeah. I think you would from there.
That's only like 30 feet.
Yeah. You hear. Stand tall. You can do it. Hit them hard. And you can hear him bat his chest.
Oh my god, is he a bard?
In a way. And then he is going to swing on you, Adara. What's your armor class?
18.
Didn't get you.
Too low.
That did, though. Okay.
Do you have this on?
I know every word.
Okay.
Understands my wedding.
As he swings in this, he misses once as you dodge and parry. Is it Hunter's Promise? Is that your sword's name? Or Hunter's Oath? You block with one, and he swings the greatsword around again, and you can feel that he put some extra force into it. Good. Great.
The old Sean roll. Always a pleasure.
You take 13 points of damage.
I mean, that's not nothing. It adds up.
Henrik, you are at this door. You can either try to push through it on sheer strength, or it'd be a strength check, or you could try to attack it and bash it down. But you understand, if the strength may be more difficult, but if you made it, you think you could push it down in one turn. You think it will at least take multiple attacks to smash the door down, though. That's the choice in front of you.
I think hearing his friends in danger, he'd just try and push it as hard as he can.
Okay.
Let us pray. How's an 8 do?
No.
I have a divine inspo. Feels natural that the divine character would roll a divine inspiration to try to knock a gate down.
And as you push on that first, as you start to push, it is strong. Incredibly strong.
Well,
Do it.
alright. How about a 19?
Yes.
Thanks, gods.
Thank you, gods.
You start to push, and you can't. This took your entire action to do so, but then you... And the hinges, you can start to feel buckling, and you start to knee it as you're going, and you push it down, and you can step right over it as it clangs down.
Nice. Thank you, Lord Jordy LaForge Breaker.
And-
Forge Breaker himself.
And Zombebe Knight.
And Zombebe Knight. It was Zombebe Knight, I'm
Yes.
sorry. It was Jordy LaForge Breaker for the subscribe.
So,
You can get your move after that.
action's gone though, right?
We should start giving a divine for the subscribe too.
Agreed.
It's the same bits amount.
I
Yes.
think we did last time.
I think we did last time too.
There's another divine for that
There you go.
subscribe that this will be the Forge Breaker. Zombie Knight, the god sitting up there decided perhaps you are strong enough, Henry.
The Lord Zombie Knight himself, rotting flesh and shining armor.
I'd like to see what he does through the door.
I'd cast spiritual weapon. Some way as.
Where is your spiritual?
Coach.
Oh,
Coach said that it was for the DM.
Oh, are we allowing that all
Oh my god.
No, we're not.
that is great though. I love it.
I don't coach your dad.
You, Coach, thank you. Those are 2 divine rerolls that you guys have in front of you now.
That's awesome. We do gotta look at that though.
No,
Yeah, we do.
you would do.
People want to
No,
empower
they
the
don't.
DM.
They don't.
I'm gonna put a spiritual weapon there and swing on. He's the hurt one, right?
He is the hurt one.
I'm gonna swing on him. For 15, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah. Oh,
15.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 15. +7, right? Why am I not doing that? I'm pretty sure I'm +7. Guess I'm +6.
Sure.
No.
Well, I'll tell you that a 15 does not hit.
Okay. Well, it's definitely not 16.
Okay.
So we're good.
All right. Adara.
Uh-huh.
It's a spiritual weapon. You hear the clank of a gate behind you, and then you see a sword, a spectral sword, in front of you, swinging on that bugbear.
Okay.
And you've got this hobgoblin who looks like a captain, frankly. And these bugbears.
I'm gonna hit the hobgoblin,
Okay. Yeah.
but I am going to imbue my weapon
Gotcha.
with fire.
Gotcha.
So I am going to cut myself.
Tight.
And I will take 8 points of damage.
Sick. Is that a bonus action to do, or do you
It
just...
is.
Okay.
12 plus 6.
12
18.
plus a 6 and 18? Yeah, you got him. And you can see that he's got this, it's kind of half plate on that's affixed.
Mm-hmm.
And you managed to make it through.
So my right damage is a 6 now, and it's a d8 plus 5. Uh, 7 plus 5. 13? 12. 12. Second attack.
Yeah.
Eight plus a 5. 13.
That did not hit, I'm afraid.
Cool.
Okay. Oof. Yikes.
I don't know what just happened, but you rolled hot. What are you doing?
I just noticed D&D Beyond is calculating all of my hit rolls completely incorrectly. If you look under combat,
Uh-huh.
it's saying my firebolt hits on a +4, but I have a +5 charisma mod and a +3
Is it doing
proficiency
it
bonus.
from the
I selected it from the sorcerer list, which should be charisma as well. Now, if it were doing it off intelligence or wisdom, is the
it
only way
would
we
be
could afford.
wisdom because it's a
Broderick,
cleric
what was
spell.
your initiative?
My initiative was a 16.
Gotcha.
But also, it's telling me my green flame blade is using my spell to hit, which it doesn't. It uses your weapon to hit. So the numbers are completely screwed up.
It's all broke.
Hit bonuses. So double check them.
Yeah, I saw that because I was going to ask you about Green Flame Blade. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, am I supposed to be using
No,
that?
you use the
'Cause
weapon attack.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Enemy one was these Berg Bears. Okay. Does the spiritual weapon block
No.
a thing?
No.
I can stand right on
Yep.
it? Okay. Then it would. So, I know it's occupying the same space. Well, this one turns over here to Broderick.
This is too hard of a fight.
Let's see. Since he is bolstered, that is a 20.
Yep.
Oh,
Not very Sean of you.
that's 17 damage, my dude.
17.
Yeah. This one right here, Adara, is gonna attack you. No, absolutely not. And those two have gone. You get an opportunity attack, Adara.
Probably not.
moves in as well. Oh, wait. No. That would not have worked. They cannot do that. It's a separate turn. So, that didn't even happen. They are going to chill, because I don't think they can throw no javelins through all them peoples.
It'll only be a big armor class boost at best, or at worst.
I'm not going to do that, because I also don't think they give a shit about the people they're fighting with.
Fair.
This one cannot get an angle. I think they're both going to be on you, Adara. You're going to have +4 to your armor class. What were you already?
I'll be a 22.
Be a 22. Right. They're probably not going to do it, but they're going to roll. No, absolutely not. Okay. You hear doors opening beyond there, to where you cannot see. And some hushed voices,
Okay.
but you don't see anything. Broderick.
Okay. Broderick will give a bardic inspiration to Adara, who just snuck away. Mighty little tokens. Give that to her. And then, as an action, I'm going to do I'm actually going to do a thunder wave, I think.
Oh shit! Zombie Knight has just subscribed.
Whoa!
Damn,
man.
Thank you.
Well, we're out here. I'm actually going to buy a bunch of green D20s
Gotcha.
and red D20s so that we can give.
I will
demons
give you the
inspirations.
choice. Do you want to keep 3 rerolls, or do you want a 20?
Let's keep
or
3
a 1?
rerolls. Let's keep 3 rerolls.
Sure.
They're more fun. You get to roll a die. Okay, I am going to cast a thunder wave, and I'm going to cast it at level 2.
Okay.
And so I'm going to angle it in such a way. It's a 15-foot cube, and I think I'm going to angle it in such a way that it essentially gets these 3 guys. So the cube can start like from adjacent to me, so it's going to go down his diagonal. Does that make sense? So it'll be these 3 dudes.
Yeah, because the cube will go here. This is solid rock, but it would just go past that.
Yeah, it just won't affect anything.
I'm good with
So
that.
I need all 3 of those guys to make Constitution saving throws. They're looking for a difficulty of 16, which, hold on, that also doesn't seem right. No, that is right. 16.
Okay. So,
How was I thinking it goes to 17 at this level? Well, +5, and we're only +3 proficiency at level 8? Yeah, it goes
Yeah.
up at 9. Right.
what was the
16.
16? Alright, so this one passed.
Okay, I'll have you re-roll that.
This one failed. Okay. Yep, they both failed. And then here's for the captain over there.
Okay.
Also failed.
Okay. So they will all take 17 damage and be pushed back 10 feet from us.
Nice. Okay, this one here is obliterated.
Nice.
Puts this back.
And Lid, you missed it. I gave you an
Bardic
inspiration,
inspiration, yeah.
and I think he would say, "Hadara, come and hold the hallway with us," and then clear the path for you to get away without being an opportunity attacked, potentially. All right, that's all I got.
Alright. Well, he... No, he would. He shouts something again to this one that's like, keep pushing. And he comes right up here to swing on you, Adara.
Nope.
Reroll.
Lydia, recall that my bardic inspiration can be spent to A, add to any die roll, B, add to weapon damage, or C, add to your armor class in exchange to something.
Is this the boss hitting me?
It's the captain, yes.
Okay, I'll go ahead and add my
What's your armor class right now?
18.
Do it.
I'll add a 6 to that.
You manage to think of one of the stories about sneaking through the sewers that Broderick was telling you, and you dodge as he spoke of a trap. The next attack comes through. Misses.
I got you.
Henrik.
Take care of all of you.
I will
Yes.
move right here, actually.
Oh my god, no!
You got Spirit Guardians?
Okay, yes. Okay, yes.
Where's Spirit Guardians? Okay, I got Spirit Guardians, and I will attack with my spiritual weapon. Is this the same guy that was hurt? No, he's dead.
They're all hurt though. Well, those two are hurt because they got hit by my thunder wave.
That will be back up to 2 divines as MTD Jake has subscribed.
Oh,
Jake!
saw that. Nice.
Thank you!
I thought that was the same. Nice.
I love
that was Zombie
Jake.
Knight and Jake. Oh, sweet.
Correct.
You guys are the best.
Jake is the best.
They are keeping y'all alive.
Keeping
Maybe
us alive.
that's like him being like, hey, you're awesome, sorry, I'm gonna kill you first.
I'm ready. My soul is prepared. Can you say the same, Jones?
Spiritual weapon on this guy.
Okay.
16.
Hit.
For 9 damage.
It is tears in. You just see it cutting through the hide armor and his shield. He looks like he's barely able to hold up his Morning Star.
I hope he survives those Spirit Guardians.
You just cast Spirit Guardians?
Yeah.
So on their
Oh,
turn, they all
action.
need to
Yep.
do it. Got it. Okay. Adara.
I will again swing on the boss. Lieutenant, whatever he is.
Captain.
Captain.
Admiral.
Admiral
That looks like a 6. Not gonna do it, because it's plus a 5.
No, that will not do it.
I did not think so. I'm gonna change out the die.
Okay.
Try her again. It's an 11?
16.
It's a 16?
You only have +5? What's
So
your
my-
strength?
Plus 5?
Your strength is +5?
Yeah.
Are you using Sword of the Hunter's Oath?
Yeah.
You'd be +6, right?
Yeah, so plus 6. Sorry.
+6, so it's a 17?
Yes.
You hit. He parried one, and he thought he was coming around again, but you managed to kind of do a slight flourish to undercut his guard.
So that's a 4 and a 5. So 9.
You get +5 on damage?
According to Beyond. So it is 1d10 plus 3.
So it's a D10. Are you fighting with a shield?
It says 1d8 +5.
1d10 plus 3.
Oh, what's the thing under it?
Oh, it does say 1d8 plus 5.
What's the one under it supposed to be?
1d10 plus 3.
That's because you can. Why is it +5?
Do you take dueling somehow? Did you get a fighting
I
style?
did, yeah.
Oh.
Then yeah,
That's
wielding it one-handed.
Wielding
yeah,
it one-handed. Yeah. Oh yeah. So dueling's always better than fighting two-handed with a longsword.
Yeah.
Because the D10
Yeah.
is always worse than a D8 +2. That's pretty sweet. Okay.
So it was +5 then? Is
It
that
is
what we
plus
decided?
5. Yes.
So that was correct.
Yes.
What you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beyond calculated.
Gotcha.
I just went through and double checked, and all my stuff seems to be
Yeah.
in order.
Good. Yeah. You dig in. you get a nice and you push it through. Just he manages to kind of pull himself out of a pretty gaping wound.
And he's almost dead, right?
He's not looking good at all. Okay, so time for some saves, am I right?
You were right.
Oh, SGs.
Is this guy in?
I don't guess he was.
We'll just say he was there and give you the benefit of the doubt.
My man.
Alright, these two right here. What am I trying to beat?
15.
And it's a wisdom. Is that right?
That's correct.
Alright, well, I don't have a negative, so. No? And then these two. That dude passes.
Okay. 16. And 8 for the happy boy.
Spirit Guardian. At level 10, I get to choose spells from another class. Trying to be double Spirit Guardian, boys.
Both flaming swords.
How does this bugbear die?
Just little flaming daggers flitting into his chin.
Under his chin.
Mm-hmm. No, chin and facial region.
Just right.
Upper face zone.
I like things. That kind of thing.
UFC.
Yikes.
They lay down their weapons and join our side.
No, I'm afraid they don't.
Just checking.
They all move back.
Because they're so scared.
I mean, I think they could see
Are
what
there
was
other things
happening.
coming to help them, or are they just themselves?
Well, okay, they've gone.
What's the boss?
It's the captain, right? Oh, no, it's not.
No.
Just joshing.
Yep.
You just got joshed, guys. How's it feel?
I don't like it. I
So
don't like
cute.
being joshed. Hey, I'm gonna give my inspo to my man Henrik right here.
Thanks.
For pushing through an iron gate. That was pretty sweet.
And for being a good wife.
Hmm?
And for being a good wife.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Two Tempests.
Yes.
Okay.
Truly married to your deity.
A lot of twosome.
You can hear spells being cast from just along the hallway.
Oh, that's cool.
Over here,
Oh, chilly.
Henrik behind you. Oh, I'm sorry, Broderick. Two boats.
Oh boy.
It'll be like
He would definitely be like,
Behind us! Look out!
half there.
Got some Henriks.
Just here, they'll be half there.
I want get all those Henriks coming to help us.
Don't think they can quite get to you, I'm afraid. And there are now two actual boats that are here that are not torn to shreds.
understood.
Ow. Ooh,
Careful.
I need stitches.
It's a dangerous world. Did you hit your head on the bricks?
Yeah, I did. I have a concussion.
And that is what you see. And as they come up and they start disembarking, you see that it's some women, some men, and they're those reavers with the shark tooth swords and the shields. They've got their hair slicked back as they're running up and clearly shaved down teeth.
Ew. What does that do them?
Radical.
Broderick.
Okay.
Quick! Into the room! We have to form a defensive position now!
Broderick will cast
confusion right here.
Okay. I gotta make some saves here.
Yes, you do.
What am I rolling?
You will
for?
be saving wisdom against difficulty 16.
Okay. How many does it affect?
I think it's a 10-foot radius, so probably just those 4. Unfortunately, I don't think it gets any further than that.
Unfortunately, I
Yeah.
got it.
So you're getting these 4.
Yep.
You're getting on this side closest to you.
Yeah.
So here's the front 2.
Okay.
Wisdom DC
Yep.
16.
So.
Um,
Let's have you reroll that 15.
okay. Neither of them made it.
Okay.
Back to.
Damn. Let's have you reroll that 17. I'm spinning them all, guys. Confusion's
Okay.
nice to have.
Did not make it. Did make it. So
Okay.
this one is not confused.
Got it.
That one
I
guy.
know what's up.
Then
It's like I can see through your plans, old man. Okay.
we heard spell casting coming from that way.
Correct.
And that dude's holding that door pretty good, I would imagine.
Till he dies.
So Broderick will come stand here, look at Henrik, obviously worried because he's nearly dead, and bonus action be like,
Must trust to Tempest to get us through this one, stalwart.
and you, sir, can have a bardic inspiration. Alright, thank you guys. I spent all of the divine inspirations there because that
Thank you,
almost was a
everyone.
complete waste of a turn otherwise.
And I'm sorry for confusion. What is the? They just don't act.
At the start of their turn, they will roll a d10.
Got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Enemy 2 is him. I think he's gonna focus on you, Adara.
He's got to make a.
Oh yes,
save.
he has to make a save. No, failed.
9.
He is not. You're just tearing in as he's raising this great sword to Adara. He's just, and it's almost like he's trying to weather it, but you can tell that he has nowhere to go. That it's just. He raises the sword to you, Adara. I'm afraid that's it.
How many days has it been for a Pilot's Promise?
5, my dude.
5 days?
How many do you need?
We're just gonna hole up in there for 2 more days, okay?
Okay.
We need 7 days.
7 days.
I'll just grab that door I knocked off its hinges and put it back up.
You take 17 damage.
Okay, can I hellish rebuke him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tight.
I'm mad. So that he needs to make a dex.
I'm mad.
What is he trying to beat?
It says 12.
Okay. Yeah,
He did. Good job.
Is it half?
Does
For
it take
hellish?
half or
I don't
none?
think so. Yeah, I guess he does take half. So, do I always cast at the highest level?
No. Because that's
No.
a racial ability.
Okay.
Right?
So it's 2d10.
That's not a class ability.
Or is it because you took Warlock?
I'm so confused. I don't know.
So it's blood hunter.
I'm gonna go with the lower one. It's fine. I don't want to sit here and read. So he'll take 12.
Adara.
Yeah.
How does he die?
So he hits me right,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just look at him, and I set on fire, and then he sets on fire.
Oh, dope. He swings and he's pulling up his sword for the second one, and your hair just, and from the center he just, and he falls.
Good. Tight.
Henrik.
Did you do anything else, Lid? See there? These guys aren't fully on squares.
Oh, it would cast at a second level spell, by the way.
It would?
It does, yeah. Because if you look under my second level spells, all of my first level spells are listed under it.
Gotcha. Well, Beyond does that for any spell that can be cast at a higher level, but if it's a spell you have prepared and not a class ability, then with Bloodhunter it would do that anyways.
Yeah, it is a spell I have prepared.
All you, Henrik.
But no, it has like my like other ones given to me for racial things under the correct slot. So the one that I got through being like Pact of the Profane
Gotcha.
gives me the Warlock class.
So Nadara and then baddies and then Broderick. Henrik doesn't like going in a room, but try not to like game it. Henrik's untouched. He's gonna go out front and protect from.
Don't harm those guys if you can't. I mean, I don't know that Henrik would necessarily know that, but harming them does give them another save.
Henrik would
You know,
not. Henrik
I
would
haven't seen
not
those guys
know that.
actually anyway, so.
Nor do
maybe
I think
would-
you saw the spell necessarily
Yeah,
that was cast.
I changed my mind.
Okay.
that makes sense. He didn't necessarily know.
So yeah, I'll go in here and swing on this guy, and remember that I have that thing that gives me an extra D8.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
You got
Right.
spell.
That's bad, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
23.
Easily.
So 2 D8s. And I can re-roll them all once per turn, so I might as well just see what I get, right?
Unless you're gonna War Priest and like that roll.
I got mine. Right. So, okay, I'll stick with 11 then, so that's 14 damage.
Okay.
And bonus action, I can only move 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know they're over there. It feels weird to just.
Couldn't see him anyways to
Right.
attack him at this point.
So he just come in here and hang out with me.
All right. You dig into the side. You manage to make it past the shield, and you can feel ribs and bones crunch under that hide.
Ribs.
Adara.
Okay, so
That's such a
I will come in here and I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray. So I'm
Okay.
gonna shoot 3 beams, 1, 2, 3. So he'll be pink, marble, green.
Got it.
1 hit.
One hit.
You have an inspiration.
I do. Let me see what the.
Well,
to
hold
hit
on.
was.
What's your modifier? Yeah.
It's just a +3, so it's a 9
Oh, is it only a +3?
for Scorching Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your governing spellcasting stat?
That's a circlet. It's from a like an item.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's her circlet of blasting.
Gotcha.
I will spend my inspiration when I find it. I'll give it to you.
And your dice right there.
Nope. 1 hit.
One hit. And which one was the green one on? I'm sorry. That one?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead and roll that damage for me.
So 10.
How does that bug?
I think you can imagine how Scorching Ray would.
You smell fur and flesh and armor burning in front of you, Henrik. Okay.
Oh, I'm just kidding. It was a +5 to hit.
And you rolled the 9.
Mm-hmm.
That would not have hit.
Okay.
He's also dead.
Okay. This one needs to make a save. Pass.
Good for him. He'll take 7. It's rounded down right now. I forget.
Wait, take 7.
Take 7.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay. Well, he's gonna try to come swing on you since you're in here.
Swing on. I don't think that's gonna save me this time, so
Okay.
just take it. Well, I guess it potentially could. I'll save it for
Choice is yours.
more dire times. It's my first hit.
And you take a Mild 8 damage. This one, come over to you, Adara. Does that put him in? 10? Yeah.
Yeah.
Made it.
I'll take 6.
6. Okay. And he is going to swing on Adara. And he won't get you. Okay. Broderick, what you see is strange. Because what seems like it's walking is a single individual that looks like that. He's got a long gray beard and one eye that just is glowing with frost. But as he's walking, 2 more identical beings seem to just walk out from behind him.
Cool.
I don't know if the battle cam's getting the whole
Oh.
scene. Barbara.
Yep, there you go.
Alright.
Everything's fine. I mean, there's only like 15 enemies.
Whose idea was this?
Kind of everyone's.
Yeah.
It was everyone's.
I don't remember being there.
Well,
I don't remember
Should
being
have brought
there.
Death this. What does she even do?
Yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
you're 20 armor class.
Yes, I am.
You see all 3 of their eyes flash and then don't get you though. Alright, since he was there, yeah, he stays. Okay. Enemy 3. Alright, let's do these goofballs first, huh?
All right, yeah, let's do
Couple of
do a
knuckleheads
do a
here,
goof
right?
boy. All right, so what you do is, D10.
8.
On an 8, the creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. If there is no creature within its reach, the creature does nothing at this turn.
Nothing in its reach.
Yep.
Okay, this one. 7.
Same deal.
Okay. This is the only one in his reach, so
Yep. That's why I lied about them taking damage and getting a free roll. They don't, but they do get at the end of their turn.
okay. All right, hit the one behind it. Or
And you reserve the Sean rolls for.
goes both ways, y'all. And that one was the one who wasn't, so it just turns around and is like, and swings. And the one behind she's like, what the? And, pushing back. This one right here, though, 4.
The creature doesn't move or take actions this turn.
Sweet.
Now each of them will get to make a wisdom save right now.
Okay. I'm trying to beat 16?
Yep.
This one? No. This one? No. This one? No. They are all confused.
Sweet.
These ones, however, are not.
I guess that backwards, so there's 2 of them.
You know what? You should finish his action completely.
Yeah.
Right, because it might change what they do.
Okay. You're right. This one raises a sharp-toothed sword and is swinging on you. Does not get you.
Oh, are you like in bad shape? No. Noted.
You're such a good cleric. Hey, are you bleeding to death?
Also does not get you. You see them coming, and there's the spellcaster on the other side, and you quickly are as they raise your daggers, especially these shark-toothed daggers, you hear a Pylonus promise. No.
Shave off a couple of teeth.
Okay. These. You start to see these ones back here putting their swords away and pulling out javelins, but they took their time to sheath.
Sheath the teeth.
Sheath the teeth.
What? What is wrong with you?
Shark teeth.
What is wrong with you, girl?
Daggers.
Sheath
That was
the
good.
teeth.
It's Andrew.
Alright,
Put mouth guards.
Broderick.
Okay. Well, Broderick is going to cast a Thunder Wave, 3rd level, right here. It's going to hit those 3 guys. Need a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
From these 3?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do the front 2 first.
Oh my god.
This one made it,
Yep.
and then this one did not. So
Okay.
these 2 did not.
Cast it 3rd level. Oh my god. 13 damage, and so 6 on the other guy. And those 2 are pushed 10 feet back. He's not, since he passed.
Just 1 sec. And that was 6 damage on him,
Mm-hmm.
and they both took
13 and get
13.
pushed back 10 feet.
so part of this one. So multiple groups. So 5, 10, 5, 10.
And then, you still have a Bardic. He is going to step here.
Adara! Whatever it is you're doing, we have to hold this door right now!
Bardic Inspiration for Adara. That's the 3rd
How's
I've
it?
given away. And then he's going to risk the opportunity attack to move here. And basically he's saying we all gotta get up at the door.
Miss.
Can I borrow a cigarette?
Tempest is good.
Steven smokes now.
I do now.
Henrik.
Woo! How's this guy looking?
Not good.
Okay. I'm going to attack with that foist. 13. Wait, sorry, 14.
14?
And I'm going to attack with Henrik. I'm not going to get there.
That's useful for a lot of things.
Oh, Channel Divinity. I keep forgetting I have that. I'm stupid.
I forget I have it too.
That hits.
Cool. I mean, it's not like I forgot or anything. Either 5 or 15.
Oh. How does it go?
Just, I'm half turning around, looking after Broderick, and just wildly swinging, trying to get away to help, and just clobber his face off.
It
Oh, I used my bonus action for a moment.
It goes-
I
blood spurts and it falls heavily.
guess I'll stop there. I didn't think that through. I should have healed you. I'll heal you when you're on the ground.
Adara.
I will attack the one that's engaged with me.
Okay.
You don't know. Add it up. You're +6.
Mm-hmm. You see why I had that reaction now.
Gonna retroactively move 5 more feet. get all of them, but I won't.
That hits.
Okay. So that's a 6 and an 8. 8 plus.
Are you all out of spell slots?
Mm-mm. It's an 8 plus a 5.
How does he die?
So, give me a sec. So, I have my blood curse on my sword right now, so it's imbued with fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I will cut at him, stab him, and then his fur catches on fire.
Oh, yeah. I like it. Just, and then,
And then I will go and I will hold the door. I will Hodor
Here,
right
hold the
now.
door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got damaging
They're gone.
cantrips out the wazoo.
I'll give this. Do you have an inspiration?
I do not. Thank you, sir.
Don't fall asleep.
Woo, 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 woo.
That's the mage.
He will make the roll. No, absolutely not.
18 damage.
He actually, no, he all three of them just take it. Now I need each of you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Come on. You can use my bardic inspo to add to them if it helps.
Ugh, that's not
Actually,
gonna help.
I lied to you. I
Good.
need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Perfect.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
You want me to go ahead and reroll it since it's for Constitution?
I'll spend that.
I'll spend my bardic.
Failed.
7.
Yeah, I might as well just let it fail because there's no way I'm getting above.
I got a 16.
You passed.
Cool.
You see it coming already, Broderick.
Mhm.
You know exactly what
Mhm.
it is as he is.
I knew.
And a thunder wave comes crashing through. It's gonna be at a
2d8 at base level.
It's gonna go ahead and be 3d8.
1 second felt out. Nah.
And you two will be pushed 10 feet away.
Like diagonal, I guess would make sense.
Nah, I think it's. He kind of lays it. Would probably go straight
Well,
back,
there
I
you
would
go.
imagine.
So, you both take 7 damage. Do you take half if you passed?
Yes, half if you pass
so
and you're
you
not
just take
pushed
3
back.
damage and you're not pushed.
Done.
And then with his remaining movement, he will step back a bit. And you hear his interact as he's like, "Get them!" Okay,
Actually, never mind. Don't worry about it.
let's do these
Gonna
fun
do
boys
crazies first.
Alright, here's the front one.
Okay, I gotta bring the spell back up again.
1.
One is the creature uses all its movement and moves in a random direction. To determine the direction, roll a d8 and assign a direction to each die face. Creature then does not take an action this turn. So
Okay.
usually it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay,
So it's
and
one
that's
on
this
the
dude
clock.
right here. So
Yeah, it's a front dude.
6. So, what is that? This way?
Yep.
Keep going into the water.
Says you move your full movement in that direction.
Okay, so.
Just start splashing into the water.
Yep, alright, that's correct then.
Okay.
Okay, next one. 10.
10 is actually he can move and act normally. So probably want to mark him because. Oh, actually, I need to make a concentration save.
Oh, okay,
Forget
yeah.
Back on that. Confusion's all gone.
So, my man was.
Yeah, he's good.
So they're all good. Okay. Okay.
Bummer.
Well, these ones drop whatever javelins they have.
Save boy, but whenever you want to do it.
Pretty cool fight you have set up here.
Adara, you can take a
Opportunity?
opportunity attack.
Will.
What'd you get total?
6 rolled, and then I will add a 5.
Okay. No, that will not.
And I'll add a 6.
Do you want to finish his action before you go on to the next guy? Just
we'll do that.
that it can change what they do.
I got you. Alright. So he needs to make a save. He's good. This one.
It takes half.
Okay. That one failed.
So 10 and 5.
Okay. Alright. Then this one's gonna swing on you, Broderick. No. This one's gonna swing on you, Adara. Also no. Okay. 20 actually doesn't need to go. So this is his save. Made it.
So he takes 9.
Okay.
Does he attack?
Yes, he does.
Actually, no.
Alright, he's gonna attack you, Henrik. You were right in front of him. Does not get you. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Where is this at?
Right there.
Is
It
it
was right there.
Okay.
It was right there.
Alright, you get an opportunity attack.
She already did one.
Oh yeah, you did. That's right. Never mind. Oh yeah.
Oh, is that what you were doing? Or?
I'll keep that for the hit roll, and he'll roll this now. Failed.
We'll take 22.
Damn.
Nice.
He is getting so torn up that he's trying to swing at you, and he just can't quite from all the damage that he's taking.
Mm.
Another save.
Actually, yeah, no, that's what he. I think he did get here. Yeah. This one is gonna move in regardless, so I'm gonna do both their saves. This one made it.
So 15 and 7.
Okay.
Oh, I have damage with Spirit Guardians this turn.
Good old Spirit Guardians. Okay.
Guarding my spirit.
This one is going to swing at you, Adara. What's your armor
18.
class? Didn't get you. These two are just going to move up to here. That's them.
That all then.
Actually, I'm sorry. No, they're going to dash to get closer to the commander.
Okay. Broderick. Will. Do you both have bardic inspirations right now?
I do not.
You do not. You do? Okay.
Hang in there, Adara. There's not many more of them.
Here you are. Wait, I think I did try to or you
I
spent
did
it and
that
tossed it back to me.
Spent it.
My bad.
But
Make your fingers smell like pennies. You not smell them, dude? You
Yeah,
smell
man.
them?
Let me get the. Oh man, penny fingers.
Yeah, what
man,
does it taste
smell
like though?
Yeah. Here, you want to see? Okay.
I mean,
Good God.
What is old Brody gonna do here?
Just close his eyes and wish for home.
Yeah, just pretty much be done here. I mean, clearly this needs to be a AoE spell while we've got them all bunched in there. Man, if I didn't care about hitting Adara, I could get 5 of them.
Go ahead.
Because I
Do
do
you
care
though?
about
Go
hitting
ahead.
Adara.
Go ahead.
I'm only going to get 4. I am going to cast a second level Thunder Wave. Let me just think for 1 second. Would I get more with a Shatter? Yes, I would. No, I'd get the exact same amount. Still get 4. Yep. Okay. So I'll cast a second level Thunder Wave.
A Thunder W.
I mean, it gets those Thunder W's. Actually, screw that. I don't get to save spell slots for living. Going 3rd level on a Thunder W. And so these 4 guys have to all make con saves.
Okay. Here's the.
I had to stand up.
Here's the
Get
back
my head
two.
cut off.
What am I trying to beat?
16.
Okay. This one passed right here,
Mm-hmm.
and these two. Both failed.
Okay, so for the 3 who failed, they are going to take 19 points of damage. The other boy is going to take 9. And all 3 that failed are also going to be pushed back 10 feet. I don't know what that means in terms of... They don't really have anywhere to go.
How much damage? was it?
19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my dude, pretty effective. How do these 3 die?
Oh man, just their bodies are smashed and racked in the crashing thunder. Noses bleeding. And I think you would see Broderick just kind of standing there, a hand shaking, holding the shield to the one that's left, looking around nervously.
Tight. I like it. Henrik.
Henrik will go here and attack the boy on Broderick. Got him. For 10.
You dig in a nice, good hit.
And then I will bonus action. I think that's healing word. I don't know. What if we decide it's not worth healing wording ever, unless you're on the floor?
Unfortunately.
Okay, then I'll use my spiritual weapon to attack. Second roll. For 8.
How does he look, my dude?
Nice.
Spiritual flaming sword just, I think, goes all the way through him and just comes out on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
So
Just.
we'll do that mechanically too. It goes down.
Okay. Adara.
I'm gonna attack this one right here that looks like he's touching me.
Okay.
Not like that.
No touching!
Oh.
Oh, they're not even worth using that bardic spell.
No. Okay, second attack.
Do they have shields?
They do.
Ew.
God.
6 plus 5, so 11.
Okay. Dope. You dig into him. He looks like he's trying to keep going. The bows.
do something.
Me?
Yeah.
The cone can get
Okay.
30-foot cone can
It
get
can.
both of you from right there, can't
It
it?
can.
It can. I think he will make a wisdom save there.
Oh,
What do you need to really
that is a critical wisdom. So you're critically wise.
So he takes 9.
Okay. I need both of you to make wisdom saving throws.
I'm gonna use my word of inspiration in this case.
Failed.
R.I.P.
My fingers all smelling like pennies.
R.I.P. and P.
16.
You passed.
I definitely failed.
You are completely frightened of seeing these three figures come around. And you will need to drop whatever you're holding and take the dash action to run as far away from them as possible.
On my turn or now?
Creature. Let me see, I'm sorry. Must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or drop whatever it is holding and become frightened. So you drop everything now and you're frightened.
So
you
Paladin's Promise clatters on the ground.
your buckler.
Actually, Paladin's Promise would have had to be up for all the spells he'd been casting. So Buckler, I mean, the shields are attached, right?
Yeah.
So he probably doesn't drop anything, but
Yes.
I think he would just like,
Just his jaw.
yeah.
Oh my god.
You don't want.
Nah.
So,
Nah.
okay.
He will take steps back,
Is he a coward?
and you hear him speaking to the other one. He's like, "Tell the others."
Don't.
Don't.
Our little secret.
Okay. This one passed.
18 and a 9. Or 18 for the one that failed.
That one over there is destroyed.
Kill the other one, please. Can you?
Okay.
Thanks. You're before me.
Okay. This one takes a swing on you, Adara.
An 18.
Does not get you. And in fact, with that, y'all take down that one easily. You can hear them backing up.
Are they in a corner?
You hear them mostly
they left.
move off this way, is
Okay.
what you hear. With that, we're going to take a quick break.
Whew! I legit thought I was a goner there. I have 3 hit points.
You still could be a goner.
No, we're good now.
Nothing bad is going to happen.
Nothing ever happens in a dungeon that's bad and dangerous.
No dragon.
welcome back, everybody, to Princes of the Apocalypse, where everybody survived.
Yeah. No, I think we're good.
Well, last we left, they just held off a pretty large assault. And you're now sitting in a guard room. It's a bugbear guard room, so there's a couple...
I had a question about the map. What's this? Is this a little hallway in the guard room?
Sorry, I just didn't connect that. No,
Okay.
that should be stone.
Okay.
That should have gone to
Got
stone.
it. Got it. But there is a door in there.
There is a door, in fact, over there.
What else is in there? Chairs, stuff like that?
I'll tell you. Not much. Straw pallets. There's a water barrel, a couple provisions. Nah. It's shit.
Well, reinforcements are coming, it sounds like.
Did you close the door?
Not yet.
Okay.
I think we're picking up literally right after we
Gotcha,
kill
yep.
that dude.
You can't go chasing after them. We could barricade here and take a quick rest. Just a breather.
Should take what time we can. You're not looking so good.
It's old age. Close the door. Let's hold them as best we can.
It's a stone door that you close, but you do see it does have a lock.
Well, we would lock it, and then Broderick would run over to check the other door.
Okay, you got it.
I don't know, go with them since Broderick's not looking so good. Probably shouldn't be the one opening doors.
Is it? Well, he's not gonna open it. He's just gonna like listen at it.
Oh, listen?
Yeah,
you
just
don't-
check it. Is
you
it
don't hear it.
wood?
You don't hear
Is
it.
it locked from the inside?
It's stone,
Okay.
but you don't hear, it's not locked as you kind of, try the handle. No, not at all.
Alright, I think he would lean against it and kind of like slump to the ground. Hit dice expenditure incoming. Castle Mag house rule, short rests are like 3 to 5 minutes, but you only get 2 between long rests, so.
I only took 15 damage the whole time.
And don't forget that you get on your first roll. Is my Song of Rest a D8 now? I think it is. No, it's still a D6. So on your first roll, you get a D6. Do we get a short rest?
You can certainly try.
We try.
We try.
Oh, dear. Alright, let's see how we do here. Okay, so let's.
No, Coach, I did not. I gave that to them because I won't take bits as a DM at this moment, right now, until we officially decide something like that. That's right, Zombie. It should be a bunch of good stuff for bugbear provisions. TM.
Mine are terrible too.
Okay, I got up to max.
I didn't.
I spent every single hit die I had to get to max. God. Gotta get that constitution up.
Alright, will you guys manage to get your rest? It's easy to hear in here. Some different calls echoing through and shuffling. But nobody's come in yet. Doesn't sound like anybody's getting close, necessarily. They're not trying. Nobody's tried this door.
Well, they're prepared for us now.
Should we take this other route, maybe?
That's prudent. Another idea. We could take that. They arrived on 2 boats. I have 2 of boats. We could sneak out in one of the boats. Maybe they wouldn't be expecting that. Maybe they would be.
Where do we intend to go? Do we not need to take it to them anyway?
I don't know.
We don't know enough of this place. I agree, we shouldn't go the main route at least.
Please take this and put them in front of me.
Sorry.
What do you think, Adara? We could go through this door and move on.
I think we should go through the door. I don't know much about sailing.
Well, let's go through the door then.
Through the door we go.
Who opens your door? You do. Okay.
We check it for traps.
Do you?
I honestly no. That's not our style. Never has been. Why would it be now?
Sorry. Just enjoying the treat that's been making Moment sweet for generations. You push open the door,
What do I find?
and as soon as you open it, you find that it's some sort of weird brewery.
A brewery.
It looks like a brewery.
No.
Sealed copper vats stand in 2 rows in the... No, that's actually a different one. That's a different one.
Not a
I
brewery?
lied to you. It's not a brewery. There are a couple for a moment you think it's a brewery because there's these steel vats in here, but you see that they're all empty.
Oh.
It's a little weird.
No beer?
This is a workshop of some sort.
Mm.
Looks a bit arcane, but it almost still looks kind of scientific. So parts of this chamber are buried in piles of crumbling masonry. There's a long wooden table stretched out across the center of the room. And there's a large glass tank with copper fittings and piping, and a leather carrying harness. While shelves full of alchemical reagents? I don't know.
Reagents.
Is it reagents?
I think, isn't it? No, maybe not.
I don't know.
Something alchemical.
Yeah.
Some magic
Alchemical
shit.
supplies.
There's some magic
Alchemical
joints in there.
joints.
And there's a chill mist that clings to the floor. There's a large door to the adjoining room to the north that is a bed chamber.
You wanna
You
open
can pull that up.
Open that. Pull that off. Lid, open up the dungeon. Jeez, you're a disaster.
Alright. Adam said it's reagents.
Okay.
That's right. Do something.
So, that over there in the far north looks like it was a bed chamber. This looks like the workshop. You see those 2 doors.
It looks like a magic workshop.
Yes.
Are there any potions?
Well, there are alchemical reagents, as we just
Yeah,
said.
there's reagents, but there's not potions.
Make an agent just over.
Can I make an agent that heals? Like a potion would.
No.
Okay.
like a secret
Are you
agent?
proficient in alchemist supplies?
No.
Okay.
Like,
Then no.
I'm a hunter.
I guess this is.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, yes. I rolled a 12.
As you guys are looking through, who has Arcana proficiency?
I don't, because it was. I have half proficiency in everything.
You can roll.
Given bartery.
I do.
Go ahead and roll.
I do not.
I got an 11.
I got a 12. 13. I got a 13.
Okay. Looking through these strange, I mean, you can see that a lot of them are, it's like a disassembled tank that has leather straps. And clearly it looks like it's to be worn almost like a pack.
Like a jetpack.
More like
but-
like an aquarium backpack.
Yes, it's an aquarium backpack.
Got it.
Backpack while you swim.
But a lot of these, the elements here, you can tell that something about this, especially for you, are picking up. You don't know how it connects. You're like, something here was using elemental power. It must have gone in here or was released from here, but it's something to do with some level of elemental powers.
And like carrying the power in the pack with you.
You don't know. Maybe. It could be to contain it, to release it. Maybe it's just for mixing. You're really not sure.
Okay. Anything else in here? Any chests?
If you want to go look through the bedroom,
I
that
do.
would be different.
I would like to do that. Can I have a red vine?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Can I have the last two?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a small iron chest.
Is it trapped? I wouldn't check.
You open it.
Mhm.
It's not trapped.
I'll put you that anyway.
I didn't check, so.
You find about 100 gold.
Mhm.
There's a bunch of unsigned letters that report goings on in Red Larch.
I take them.
No, let me see those.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be like, Henrik, look at this.
You see that you're mentioned by name.
Me or both of them?
You two. No, not you. Not you. You two and Nas. It talks about you guys dealing a blow to the Earth Cult and whatever this strange thing was with this tomb of moving stones that they've said they've checked out. It's nothing. It's weird old magic. When you've arrived, when you've left, other goings on, like clearly they were keeping tabs on the Earth Cult that was trying to start that up.
Yeah, I mean, he'd be looking through them.
None of them are signed.
What is this? Who would have... Who in the town? Might Markabile know?
Might know. Hopefully he's not the...
No, couldn't be.
I wouldn't think so either.
He'll fold him up and stick him in his man bag.
His purse.
It's European. It's a
You also saw that they
David
clearly
man
said they clearly knew your adventures. Actually, you go ahead and roll an insight check.
bag.
I mean, was it anything that wasn't widely known? Because we're famous AF.
17.
The goings on, like when you guys left a place and left a place, is
Right.
strange.
Okay, yeah.
Some of the stories, given they take great pains to say allegedly, but they're some of the embellishments that you've given when you're in the tavern. A lot of people in the tavern, but they also seem to know, at least for you two and Nas, seemingly they could deduce what your strengths were. Mechanically understand classes and things like that. Like, well, you know, he seems to be able to bolster the others. The other one's able to call upon divine power. They don't know, at least at this point, they don't know anything about you. You haven't been there long enough.
Cool. Well, they probably, when they get word, they're gonna be like, God, she was such a bitch. She was probably cursed. Don't mess with her.
She's stupid.
Since you're on the last page,
She's
You're
so
a bitch.
mercurial.
She's so mercurial. That's what you find in there, though.
I think he'd be a little shaken about it. I think he would sort of be like,
Well, suppose it does stand to reason. Unsettling, nevertheless. Should root out who the mole is if we can.
may just find him yet in here.
Maybe. I doubt it. These letters were sent.
Were they in envelopes?
No, you see empty envelopes in there, but these have clearly been opened. They've got that look like they were read, kind of half folded, put into a chest. They do address. They are addressed to somebody, though. It's Morbeoth.
What do you guys want
Got
to
it.
do? What do you wish to do?
Well,
Are we strong enough to continue?
I am certainly tapped. Especially before we face something as great as Arisi was.
Or whatever that person was that was casting those spells.
He was a spellcaster, obviously. I don't think
Like I
he's.
just said.
I don't think he's the master of this place, though.
No.
We could pull back and rest. That apartment building we discovered.
It's a good idea.
Or we could try taking one of those boats out. We don't know where this water leads.
We don't know how long we could be on the water.
We were
Or
to-
what we could get ambushed by. There could be larger boats.
And elementals. We've seen they use elementals.
We weren't alone in the first part of the city either, though. The barracks may not even be safe, but
And
it
if we
could be
go,
our best bet.
We've camped in the wilds before.
somebody's keeping tabs on you, so be careful where you go.
If we leave, we can't come back this way. We could pull all the way out, go back to Riverguard. Or we keep going. But I've given everything right now.
Perhaps we try the apartments. Let's look around and see if it's safe enough for a night.
I don't think we can stay here. Not long enough.
I'd rather not pull all the way out.
We'd surely be interrupted in here, but let's stay close by. I know it's not what you want to do.
It's not that, it's that if we give them in the time that we rest, they're doing the same.
But we can't fight a battle as weak as we are.
They won't revive the ones we've already taken out. At least
True.
made some progress.
We have. Alright. Let's pull back. I think we've got no choice.
Don't do any more. Don't open that other door. You just head on.
Can I hear anything on the other side of the door?
No.
Do I have a third level spell slot left?
I believe I do.
I was gonna say, I'm fine to.
Assuming
Explore.
we get out okay. Make our way back.
Is that what
Back
y'all
to
are
the
doing?
tunnel?
You're not opening that door and you're heading
I
back.
think we're leaving and heading back. We should be. I mean, I am.
I'm not, but
I'm
No.
fine.
Well, then let's keep going. What are you guys
Yeah, let's
talking
keep
about?
going,
I'm
dude.
low on some spell slots. That's about it. I'm healed. I have no more hit dice.
We should
Okay.
probably rest then. If you don't have any hit dice.
Well, one more fight. And if
Yeah.
it's not like he'll get to use any hit dice anyway if we have a
Yeah.
right fight.
Let's keep rolling.
Okay.
We,
I
keep-
open
we
the door.
choose to keep rolling. I will say, we do have a long day tomorrow. So how much you want?
This will be the last.
Okay.
All right. This will be the last room.
We'll pop her open. I'm not scared.
Let's pop. Well, there's two doors there. One off the bed chamber, one off the workshop. Is that right?
That's correct.
I want to go to the brewery.
You make the choice to go down in there. Yep.
They have 7 IPAs and 1 lager. Hope that's okay.
And a really, really sweet stout.
Actually,
it's
honestly,
interesting.
you could look out that other door if you just peeked out, and you can see that like, it's kind of a hallway that ends from the stone and gives way about 10 feet down. Actually, no, about 15 feet down is water. You can see that it looks like it's just water.
Like an entrance
It's
to a.
It's a waterway that's
Yeah.
clearly. You understand that what you saw of the boats must connect to this,
It's
but
like an underground tunnel if you're made of water.
yes.
I was gonna
Yes.
make a Thai soccer team joke about
Mine
that,
was
but I
better.
will not because
That is
they were all rescued. That's awesome.
yes. That
You're a
is in
monster.
fact the brewery.
Oh, tight. Andrew, what do you
All of these vats are just
Yeah,
covered
it
in
is.
strange things, and most of the paint is peeled away.
Loggers.
And there's hints of murals that remain that show, I mean, frankly, happy dwarves brewing and drinking, but it's now all very faded. There are 8 tanks. 5 of them are all cracked or opened or empty, and they look exactly like the one that you saw in there, except the ones that are open, they have, you can see just swirling blue water on the inside, and it's strange, like iron and steel, and it's glass. It's like a glass crystal, and they're harness packs. As you look in, you can see something moving in there.
Like a fish.
No. It's a shape, and it almost seems... You get that there's a sentience in there.
Okay.
Sometimes it almost forms the face, almost humanoid or a beast. It's almost like the bubbles of the water
Okay.
coalesce into almost a face, and then it swishes around.
What color's the water?
It's blue. It's actually like a kind of a deep blue, almost aqua.
The elementals.
Don't know. I've never seen anything like this.
You actually... You would know it is an elemental easily.
Yes, I've seen many like this.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll whatever you think is the most applicable for that.
To know what that was.
To know specifically what that was.
Survival?
Yeah, you can do that.
20.
It takes you a minute. Like, I mean, that's not just a water elemental. You know, like, it's a water weird.
Or water weird.
A water weird. They're large. They can't exist outside of water, but they need to be connected to it. They almost they're invisible when they're in water. They can constrict and, I mean, basically just grapple targets. And you can easily figure out that the tank must open, they're connected to the water in there, and that they can attack from it.
Can they reach out from the tank into...
Yes.
Oh. Well, that sucks. For you guys.
But these are small ones. So,
I don't think they're babies.
Okay, never
No, they're it's just they're condensed in here, but they can just
mind. Okay, gotcha.
piecing it together with that. You think about it, like I bet if I spent enough time wearing this backpack, I would form some sort of symbiotic relationship with it, and that you could open the tank and it would attack, and then you can close the tank. That was its intended purpose.
I will put the tank on.
It's a weird tank, is what. You can't think of anything else to call it, but
Which is
weird
a weird
tank.
ass tank.
A weird tank.
I'm gonna put this
Like
weird
you.
ass tank on.
Weird tank.
You are a weird ass tank. I'm gonna put this weird ass tank on. You guys should get one too.
I think I'll pass.
It is an elemental in there.
Oh, you hate those.
Yeah, but I hate other elementals enough to use them against each other. I'm a fucking hunter.
I was going to suggest smashing them all. Would they escape? Or do they need the tank to survive?
They need water to survive.
What are you doing? They're not going to work for you. We're their enemies.
Sorry, it's the evils talking again. I thought that you meant like if I put it on, I could control it.
If you attune to it, you could.
Oh. Well, then I stand by my statement.
You rolled a 20. You know what it is. I think you were the one looking at the stuff. You figured. You don't know exactly how the magic worked or the chemicals, the reagents, if you will, but you feel confident in how it works.
I think if we wore these, we could use them as weapons.
What if they turn on us?
You control them.
No, thank you.
All right.
Can you imagine how cumbersome carrying around a tank of water on your back's going to be? The rest of this endeavor.
How heavy is it?
It is pretty heavy.
Okay.
I don't have an exact.
How big is it? I mean, it's more than a gallon, right?
Oh yeah. So it's heavy. In fact, Henrik's probably the only one who could heft it around. I'll show you what it looks like though. It's an aquarium backpack.
That's crazy.
And if we smash them, they would die.
They would, but you also know that for a few moments you would need to get the fuck out of the room.
Yeah.
As that water
That's what I
seeps in there, you do understand that you would be in danger. Weird danger.
Let's just leave them be. Or shatter them.
If we shatter them, we need to step out of the room.
I won't waste a spell slot on it.
Wasn't there a bridge coming up?
There was. Yeah.
We could take them and drop them off the bridge.
Into the water.
Oh, I thought it was no, because then they'll just live in the water.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
I thought it was I was wondering if there was like a bridge over.
Troubled water.
Why don't we just leave them be? We can come back and deal with them later if we need to. Henrik?
As long as they won't reappear harnessed by someone else.
That's true. I could destroy them if you want me to.
Let's see what else is around. We'll keep it in mind.
Let's go through this door or that door. Either you head out.
Unless you guys do want to deal
You
with
guys
something.
tell me.
What do you think?
Perhaps this door. It's not as closely linked to where we're trying to avoid.
Alright, let's move.
Okay.
Scared Maisie.
You guys see outside of there, as you head through here, you can see a bridge that connects to another kind of large outcropping of stone, almost like an island. They seem to be connected. You see that this is all water, and as you look down there, it empties into a large body that kind of.
Can we lift this?
Yeah.
Or anything? Cool.
So kind of where that ends is where the water opens up, and this ends over here. Over here is another island. You really can't see beyond that, but you can put it all together.
Gotcha.
Well,
I suppose our path is clear.
if they're going to attack us, where we came in is a pretty defensible spot. But we can also cross the bridge and take the fight to them.
Think they'll just come trickling in after us, or
No, they'd come in concert, probably with elementals and weirds ready.
perhaps we don't give them time to prepare.
I agree. I think we're prepared to cross the bridge.
When we get
Okay.
to it.
As you guys step up on the bridge and set a foot over, large hands come from one side and pulls up, and a troll stands up like, "I was told not to let you pass." And you see just drool dripping from razor sharp fangs. And that's where we're gonna end it.
The old trolley boy. All right, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Let's see if I can find a raid. Ooh, welcome party. We never get to raid welcome party.